I we should be live here. Um, so I figured I'd go live a couple seconds early, or not a couple seconds, but a couple minutes early, just so I can talk about my new list here that I'm gonna be running for this tournament. So, um, yes, I have dropped the Luxray from the list. It's like sort of my attempt to fix the Miraidon matchup, because Miraidon is everywhere right now, and really cannot beat it with the way the list was previously built. So Radiant Charizard is a great way to trade 2-for-1 with those Miraidon, with the Raikou. The matchup still probably is not great, but we also cut a Collapsed Stadium for a Lost Vacuum to, it's still a Stadium bounce, but also can get rid of those Charms of Courage in that matchup. And you may be wondering, like, why do you care so much about Miraidon? Well, it's currently the second highest win rate deck right now, and it's one of the most popular decks. There's like a 100-person tournament yesterday, and it was the most popular deck in that tournament, and there were 3 of them in top 8. So we're gonna probably have to encounter at least 1 or 2 if we want to do well at this tournament today. So this is where we're at right now. I'm also playing the second Burnet just for the max consistency. Other than that, we're the exact same list we've been running for a while now. Okay, so it's gonna be 4 minutes until this tournament starts. It's not gonna be a terribly sizable tournament. Let's see, there are currently, I guess, 132 people registered. There'll be a little less than that because some people won't check in and won't submit lists and all that, but like, I'm excited. I went to League yesterday. There were only 8 people there. I went 2-1 and a pretty heartbreaking loss to Mew. I know it's funny to say like, heartbreaking in League, but like, I literally was like, he benched Wyrdeer, or not Wyrdeer, he benched Oricorio going first against me when like you always should prioritize Meloetta against Lugia. So I was like, okay, that is a pretty poor play because you have no space for Meloetta. I should be pretty good in this matchup now. And because of the Oricorio, I was 1 energy short of KOing Mew to win the game, and then he had boss double tap in hand to win the game. So it was so frustrating. But it is what it is. These last 2 weeks when I've gone to League, it's been like my 2 losses have been just absolutely depressing losses where like I play pretty much perfectly. I could have sequenced that Wyrdeer played better and maybe could have drawn what I needed to, but it's like sucks to like lose in such unfortunate circumstances like that. But luckily it's just League, so not that big of a deal that I didn't win or anything. It was just like a couple extra prize packs or something that I didn't get, which is it's okay. So yeah, I do want to mess around with the Whiscash deck some more. You will see that I accidentally deleted it the other day, and I was like going through deleting some decks. I accidentally deleted the Whiscash one, but I want to rebuild it and play it after Joe from OmniPoke was looking at all the lists from recent online tournaments, and you went and called my Whiscash deck a goofy mill deck with no legs. So we'll have to show him up here one of these tournaments, but not right now. I have a couple League Cups here in a few weeks, so I want to make sure I have a pretty spot on Lugia list. I'm pretty happy with where it's at right now, but I want to make sure I have the most optimal as possible. I'm pretty sure I'll be playing Lugia just because of how well it's performed for us online. But I want to make sure I'm able to at least have a decent chance in everything I expect to face. Like, right now the list is not super great into Charizard, and I'm sort of okay with that because, thank you. I'm sort of okay taking the L or taking it unfavored to Charizard, because first of all, my cups are going to be after Pittsburgh. So I feel like after Pittsburgh, people are going to see that Charizard did not do very well, and they're going to sort of put it on the back burner. And then, like, I just hope that there's, like, no crazy Arcdura meta shifts. And if there is, then this deck has to get scrapped for a bit. Then if Duraludon becomes super meta again. Lugia always bricks for you. Well, Lugia does have a pretty fragile early game. I'm playing a more consistency than you'd see most lists play. I'm playing 3 Nest Balls and Squawk, so we have more outs to drawing cards in the first turn, and I'm playing a Serena over 3rd Boss's Orders, just so we have another way to discard cards and draw, and it still sort of serves as a gust card in most spots. Yeah, Miraidon is pretty solid right now, so we have to be able to, like, my previous list, we're taking it super unfavored. We pretty much have to hope that they brick. So we're trying to fix that. Or at least trying to have a chance into it, because I feel like if you're like Miraidon's a great best of 1 deck, like it's or like even the best of 3 deck, like it's not gonna tie much, and like you don't want to tie in like cups at all. So I feel like that it sort of gets a bump from that, and it's just pretty solid against the highest usage rate decks right now. I don't like. I think like IRL, there's gonna be more Lost, and like Miraidon doesn't have the best Turbo Lost Box matchup, especially like people right now are not playing Zapdos, so Dragonite can get a tremendous amount of value against them. So I don't expect Miraidon to like totally come out blazing in Pittsburgh, but I do think it will be a higher, like it will have a pretty high meta share. So it's not a deck that you can afford to ignore right now. It was for the start of the meta, but like now Charizard's on the decline, Pal's on the decline. So you just like can't really like, and then Miraidon's up, Tina's way up. I feel like Guardian, Mew are sort of crawling back a little bit, like you're starting to see them a little more. Yeah, Miraidon's pretty solid right now. It's like I still don't really care for the deck just because it like it feels very low skill and feels very luck based. Like it's just not really for me. I mean, I'm saying this as a Lugia player, a very low skill deck as well. I just like feel like Miraidon has very little you can do to outplay your opponent. You basically just either pop off turn 1 and take it and take big knockouts quickly, or your opponent can withstand those early knockouts and you're just like judge path prey and hope that this gets slowed down a little bit from that. There's like not a whole lot I think that your skill can dictate on the overall flow of the game. So like that's why I don't really care for. I'm like not dumping on Miraidon. I think it's like a solid pick right now. It's not a deck I personally enjoy playing very much. And like I think it's very important that if you want to do well in a tournament, you have to enjoy playing the deck that you are picking. Especially if you're going to be playing 9 rounds with it at least. I've done poorly in the past several tournaments where I just picked a deck because it was supposedly, well, it was considered the best second format, and I picked it just solely because of that, without necessarily doing a ton of testing or like really figuring out if I like the deck or not. And it'd be like round 4 and I'd be like, I'm sick of this. I don't want to play this anymore. And I just hate that feeling. I were against Tina with 1 rod. Are you kidding me? What? 1 rod? What? My goodness. These Tina lists get greedier by the day. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna have to restart. 1 rod. Absolutely wild. Okay, let's fix this for a second. These Tina lists, I can't. I swear, they get worse every day. They're like, we have a deck that sets up 40% of the time, so let's make it even less consistent. I think if I were going to Pittsburgh, which I'm not, my number 1 deck right now is Colorless Lugia, but I also would be considering, like, I think Mew is going to be very solid because it has an okay time. Like, you see that most of the Giratinas are not playing Tomb or Drapion, so you are pretty solid into that. Like, they Requiem through the first one, but they don't have a great answer for the second one. So, and the Mew takes a pretty favored Miraidon as well, as long as you can get through past the peak. Zard is my attempt to fix the Miraidon matchup, and Serena is a pretty solid card in open list, but I feel like in closed list, people don't tend to go for the Radiant Greninja Sableye play, because it like as soon as they drop Serena, you're basically just wasted a whole entire turn. So I'm playing this list as if I was going to take it to a League Cup or regionals or something, and also I think I'd rather have a more favorite time into Lost Zone, or not Lost Zone, into Miraidon than Lost Zone currently. It's colorless. I'll show the list. Okay, come on. Oh, they sent the challenge. It is colorless. I personally prefer colorless right now, but both are pretty solid picks. But if I were going to Pittsburgh, Colorless Lugia would be my number 1. Yeah, Pal is definitely it doesn't feel like when it sets up, it feels amazing, but like a lot has to go right, and there's so much past the peak and Iono going on right now. It's like hard to just like, it's like that's basically Chin-Pao's biggest nightmare. Like I can, yeah, I think I like Urshifu a lot right now, especially like it takes a pretty solid Miraidon, pretty solid, uh, pretty solid matchup into the Lost Zone decks, into Arceus builds. Not super great into Lugia, but Lugia is not terribly popular right now, and that doesn't take a necessarily great Mew matchup. But Mew's also not very popular right now. And I feel like you could base off like Shemansky's top 16 list. I was playing the Tomb and Yakumo if you were super afraid of if you were super afraid of if you were super afraid of Mew. That's what I'm trying to say. I will squawk the sand. Binning the energy sucks, but hey, we gotta set up. Alright. We got some stuff. Not great, but it's okay. That was a pretty painful squawk, honestly, but we pretty much have to get turn 2 Summoning Star for at least one. Yeah. Yes, Stonejourner, the single strike build definitely has a more natural Miraidon matchup because like Tyranitar is a huge threat for them to deal with because most lists are not playing Zapdos right now, and then Stonejourner is like getting insane value. All right, I'm okay with that. I honestly prefer to talk with Lax on 2 anyway. Gear. Failing the gear is tough. Like, top taking Jet would be cracked, because then we just go into the Lugia, take 2 prizes with the Serena Gus. Yeah, I don't think single strike still is okay into Tina. You're just like a lot more sketched out. Like if they can get turn 2 if they can get turn 2 Requiem, like you don't have the single price Snorlax that can just like sort of, oh, let's go. Let's freaking go. Here we go. Alright, Summoning Star for 1. Alright. This is insane. What's up, Jude? How has the content grind been so far? Saw you made your first video yesterday. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I think that the single strike build is definitely better into Arceus decks for sure. Okay, make sure I press the right thing. Also, like the Lost Zone matchup doesn't seem quite as good for single strike. Single strike is a lot worse against Temple of Sinnoh. Not that Temple is too common right now. 11 subs. I saw you like 30 views on your first video, which is like not a ton, but like that's pretty solid for a first video. Like usually it's not gonna get a ton of exposure. Just that's the way the algorithm works. What's up, Captain? So getting 30 is pretty solid, at least for like under 24 hours. Pretty good. Being up 2 prizes is insane, and then we just jet and start laxing, and then like, yeah, they're already lost on double Tina. So like we just like find boss, and that's, yeah. Yeah, everyone in chat, subscribe to Jude. Let's get him like 20 subs this stream or something. He's trying to get into the content game, so got respect for those people who try to have fun with it. It's not an easy grind. Like it took me what, 8 months to get to 1K. Not easy, but it's a ton of fun. And having fun with it really, I feel like makes it easy to keep pushing through those bad days where you're like, I don't really want to do this today. So as long as you have fun with it and try not to, like, it's easier said than done, Vic, don't get burnt out. But just, yeah, as long as you're having fun with it, I think that's the most important part. All right, let's do this. Let's get on the other lax too. Why not? The Minion. Hey, yeah. I don't remember how many takes I had on my first video, like the very first one on my channel, but I mean, that video is still horrible, and I think I had to retake a ton of times. Like it's something you have to get used to, basically talking to no one. It's not easy. It's like definitely like sort of a learning curve to it. Once you get used to it, like I wouldn't. Yeah, the Dracovish one. That one, yeah, that one's not super good. I'm not talking very clearly. I'm stuttering a lot. Yeah. That's like sort of what kind of put me off to like starting creating content for a while. Because not only did I like basically tell myself I never had a good enough setup, and hey, that's solid. That's pretty solid, dude. That's 3K views. Yeah. That's like so why I put off creating content. I mean, Turbo's not bad. Yeah, if you're a wizard with it, seems like the play. I like put off creating content because, like, first of all, I had no computer. I literally made content for like 6 months, basically off my like Samsung tablet. Pretty wild. No mic, free editing service, everything. So the audio quality was pretty crap for a while. I, yeah. So then I finally decided, like, you know what? I can make the jump here. I feel like I love creating content. If I want to try to like I've been very public about this. Like my end goal with this channel is to be able to play Pokemon cards full time. And like that's why I'm super ecstatic about the new prize news, because it makes it a lot easier to like, it makes going to tournaments a lot better of a financial proposition. So like if I'm going to if my end goal is to go full time on here, I kind of got to bet on myself and know that, like, yeah, I'm like, this investment to improve my setup, like, it's not going to financially be worth it for a long time, but I mean, you never lose when you bet on yourself. It's kind of a fact. So like, I know if it improves the overall quality of my videos, like, eventually I'll get to it's not going to be instantaneous. It's going to take a long grind, but I'm hoping I just at like one day at a time, one step at a time, we'll get to that point where we have a community here that we really can be proud of. And I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm very proud of the community that we have today. Like, all you guys who come back and watch all these streams, like the dozen or so people who are here every stream, I appreciate you guys so much, because like it's not easy to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna like stop what I'm doing and watch this one particular streamer. Like, I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, Zed. 9.5 million views. So my question would be, what are you trying to accomplish with Bravery Charms? It would mean that your Snorlaxes are more tanky into RCS matchups. It would make Wyrdeer better into Miraidon. But like, you have no way to access them exactly when you need them. We don't have like, we don't draw a ton of cards every single turn with this deck. We're not like using Refinement. We're not using Lost, like Colress and like a ton of flower selectings and stuff. So being able to find those cards exactly when we need them is tough. Like, that's why I cut the Echoing Horn, because like, if it's not a Pokemon, it's not a special energy, it's not a supporter, we don't have a good access to it. Like, even like Collapsed Stadium, like Vacuum, like, we can't find those cards exactly when we need them. So you like, I think like if you're playing the slacking build, you don't really want to be playing choice belts. Yeah, I just like don't think that they're worth it right now. Like, I don't really get like what it's trying to accomplish versus like, I want to make sure I'm setting up into every matchup. Okay. So there we go, getting the dub the first round. And it's kind of funny, like, mentally, like, when you, like, I don't really, like, versus last stream, there's, like, not that many more subscribers that have joined since last stream or whatever, but, like, since it has 4 digits, it looks like such a bigger number. It's kind of funny how the brain works like that. It's, like, $9.99 versus $10. Like, it just, like, it's, like, the tricks the brain think, wow, that's a lot more, and really it's not. It's just, it's kind of funny how that works. Yeah. Tina's kind of a pile. Those are, like, Tina either totally just destroys you, or it feels like crap, and there's really not a whole lot in between. Yeah, Charms probably make more sense in the single strike build. But since I'm playing colorless, we don't have, like, that basic V Pokemon we're doing a lot of swinging with. Like, yeah, when you're playing T-Tar, getting more sustainability out of that makes a lot of sense. But also in that build too, you're kind of inconsistent. You're playing a lot more cards that don't do anything for a decent chunk of the game. So I would, like, sort of be tempted not, like, are you getting enough value out of the Bravery Charms to consider playing them over a card that actually would help you set up? I don't know the answer to that because I've not played enough single strike. There's something to think about. Like, are those 2 spots or whatever that you're spending on Bravery Charms going to raise your percentage points in certain matchups more than, like, more Ball Surge or a couple extra supporters would do? I don't know the answer to it. I'm just sort of throwing it out there. Okay, let's get over to, let's see what the meta's looking like. So we have a total of 92 players this tournament. Hey, wow. Look at this, guys. The Miraidon era is the most played deck again. Man, okay. This is very interesting. It's kind of fascinating that, like, Miraidon is, like, sort of coming out here. And it was, like, people are sort of noticing that, like, it has the highest win rate. It has some pretty solid matches right now. And they're just going for it. Like, Tina was, like, Charizard was most played for a while. Chien-Pao was most played for, like, a moment. Now it's, like, what was Tina, and now it's Miraidon. And Gardevoir slowly creeping up. Like, it was very low when, like, people saw that, like, Charizard was everywhere. Oh, the one Arctura is what I'm scared of. Volcarona, one other Miraidon Lucky, Arceus Rayquaza, Meowscarada. Straight Giratina? What the heck? What? Just, like, my man's like, you know what? Crams suck. Grading Greninja sucks. I'm just going to... This is an interesting take. I don't know if I like it or not. I would at least like one Cramorant in here for the early game tempo, but it's interesting. Or I think I'd like a Vacuum or something to, like if you're not getting 7 turn 2, I guess you're just, like, probably using Abyss Seeking a lot of the time on the second turn, or on if you're going second. Like, if you miss the turn 2 attack, this list feels very bad. It's interesting, though. We're just, like, trying to be more consistent. But, like, are Fogs it, or should this be Ultra Balls? Because, like, Fog only is getting comfy. Wait, there's no VIPs in here. I just realized that. Whoa. This is very interesting direction. VIP. Yeah. Sorry, chat. I had to reset there, so I missed what was going on there for a second. Raw list. So we have 3 single strike builds. Did I say raw list? Is that bad or something? Okay. Alright, let's see. The Miraidon win rate. Dang. Okay, pretty even so far. I have but 2 missed rounds, so we can't really count those. Oh, okay. Might be. Okay, okay. Sorry, I missed a little bit of chat there, so I was... Alright, let's see what we got. I want to see what this other is playing, because they're always super spicy. Oh, it's the Sander control deck. I think this deck is not bad right now. It's just, like, playing in best of 1 is scuffed. And also, I don't really have the mental capacity to deal with this deck on and manage a stream at the same time. It just would not work. I could not stream a fit. Like, I gotta play the deck to its full ability and also interact with chat. This would have to be, like, I have to play this off stream for sure, but it's interesting right now. I don't think I have the mental capacity to deal with it. Let's see, did they win their first round? Still going against Single Strike Lugia. So Artina was a lot higher for a little while, and now it's kind of dipped a little bit. What, man, 2 Sablezards? That's kind of wild. You don't always see Sablezard too often. Yeah, but some people are playing. I don't know why. Like, what is Sable? I guess Sablezard's probably pretty solid into Miraidon. It's gonna have a pretty favorable Miraidon matchup. Is it that good into? I guess Tina. Like these, what percentage of these Tinas are playing Snorlax? Probably, yeah, like 0.15 are playing Lax. Like, how is Shaman a higher priority tech card than Snorlax? That makes 0 sense. That you're more afraid of Charizard than Lost Mirrors, or like Snorlax is not just good in Lost Mirrors. It's good into Gardevoir. It's good into Lugia. Like it's like the only thing that you have or could potentially have that makes you be able to trade favorably against my deck. That's interesting. I feel like people are still overcompensating for Charizard. And don't get me wrong, Charizard's not just like a totally trash deck. It's just that it's not. It's probably like at best the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th best deck in format. And like you don't see people like teching a card in their list for Urshifu or teching for just Lugia. Like people aren't just playing Luxury Reversal. Yeah, I think Urshifu and Teleon is. It's pretty good right now. Man, taking the L to Miraidon is pretty tough. Charizard EX and Arcanine EX give you nightmares. Yeah. Charizard and Arcanine. We faced that on stream the other day. I was like, yeah, scared it just exists because people are afraid of Charizard. I think, like, I guess it does okay into Guardian Lost Zone. Oh, solid. That will be a fun one to pick up once you get it complete. Definitely one of the best decks right now. I'm expecting it to have a pretty solid showing at Pittsburgh. Like, seeing that Tina and Miraidon are the top 2. Even Gardevoir, like Fusion Mute, is pretty solid against those top 3 decks there. Oh, okay. Urshifu is definitely a pretty good one right now. It's going to be in person or online? Ice Rider, where's Fancy Duck? Ice Rider, what is this? Online, okay. Oh. Bug Catcher, 100% the play. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of very good decks now. So this is probably just someone who doesn't necessarily have the best cards here, but I mean, they're still trying. Gotta respect that. Ice Rider. Haven't seen that around in quite a bit. Yeah, I think that this meta is very wide open, and there's like probably a dozen decks you could like seriously consider or could even take down a tournament on any given day. So it's like, I don't think there really is a BDIF. Like, there's no way that Tina, you set up like, when you set up, the deck feels absolutely amazing, but it feels like absolute garbage the other percent of the time. Oh man, Suicune. I don't think you need Energy Switch. Like, if you look at one of these Mew lists, or just even all these Mew lists, you're playing all special energies, so you don't really need, and Energy Switch doesn't even do anything. You, like, have only special energies. I guess Suicune just doesn't do enough damage, it doesn't have enough health. Like, at least Palkia can tank a hit and take a one-shot or something, but, like, yeah, Suicune's not going to do any of that. I'm definitely more scuffed into this matchup without the Luxray, but Radiant Charizard. I think Chin-Pao, like this build of Chin-Pao without backs is pretty solid, but it's more of a Palkia deck than a Chin-Pao deck. Like, you have like maybe 1 or 2 turns where you're using Hailblade for like 1 big knockout per game, but majority of the time you're just like either 1-shotting or 2-shotting with Subspace Swell and tanking hits, and yeah, I think it's still a solid deck. But like, you still have Radiant Greninja that's just super busted, and I think you're like, you don't have to rely on a stage 2 before you set up. Like, you're just Star Portal, and then you're just swinging on turn 2. And like, well, like if you get your hand disrupted early with the Excalibur builds, that feels pretty bad. And even like against this deck, I get Iono Pathed. I don't really care that much. I have Bibarel. I'm not like depending on Shivery Chill to refill my hands and Superior or something like that. So I think that this, I personally prefer this build over the Chien-Pao Excalibur build. It's not as fun, but I think that it's a safer pick at least. Arctura. What does this look like? It's like the one matchup I would never want to face. What the heck? Bro just said Glecky Arceus Dura. It was it Earth and Sealstone? Huh. Fang Dragon Scroll is pretty cool. But Earth and Seal? Are you like not using Starbirth? Interesting. All seems very low on the energies. Like you only can really set up 1 Dura per game then. And maybe that's it. But I guess if you like Klefki goes down, Arceus goes down, then they take out Dura, that's 6 prizes. I miss old school Arctura. I mean, not really. That like went Arceus Duraludon made you take 8 prizes to win. Can't really do that anymore with these decks that can one-shot you like Chien-Pao and Gardevoir. Pretty funny to see someone trying that though. Miss Eternatus? No way. Absolutely no way. Aver 2-0, let's go. Isn't it beautiful? Miss Eternatus. Gross. I hated that deck. The Weezing, people who just spam Weezing on ladder, those were the worst. Cause like the deck took absolutely no skill. And I mean, okay, if you're going back to like old Poison Eternatus, alright, I got you. But like, if Weezing Eternatus, no. I'm sorry, I cannot tolerate that. And like, remember when Quad Weezing was a deck for a bit? Some weird Rotom deck with Lugia? What? I gotta see this. Was this under Lugia? No. 2 Yveltal? Wait, so was it Single Strike? That's... Ooh, I gotta... Nope. So is it the other one? Huh. Oh, the Crab Destruct. Oh, you played against the control deck, right? Oh, okay. You played against it with Lugia. Ah, I misunderstood that. Yeah, this control deck is kind of crazy. That's... Yeah, we were talking about it a bit before. It's way too big brain to play on stream. I feel like it actually should be Lugia. Like if they play it right and draw optimally, I think it should be favored into Lugia. Maybe I'm missing something because it's not a deck I've personally played any with. But I think with Cry Destruction, even like Mimikyu can be awkward to deal with because you have to spread your energies around. Okay, perfect setup would definitely be pretty nice. But like if they're gonna spam Yveltal against you, Misfortune Sisters to mill an Earner to Hammers, I think it could be a pretty tough matchup. Like it is lucky for that, or lucky for you that like they can't put Bravery Charm on Mimikyu and it doesn't live Archeops. This deck is interesting right now, and I'll be intrigued to see if anyone like brings us to Pittsburgh, or it's like one of those like Sander decks that like only Sander ever plays because no one else has the mental capacity to play this for 9 rounds. I think it's actually in an interesting spot right now. Like Giratina though is like not that great of a matchup. And I think like this person cut the Bouffalant And I think Buffal's pretty good into like those Lost Box matchups where they don't play a ton of extra energy, and if you put them into the Lost Zone, they can't really do much with it, or they like could run out of energies with your energy denial, Regieleki, and like Buffalon. But this person has gone a little bit of a different route, so yes, I did. I actually joined it when I reached the 500 subscriber 3,000 watch hour thresholds, so I didn't need to apply again to get the watch page ads and all that stuff. So it was a fairly quick process, because like when we hit the 3,000 watch hours, it took me like 2 or 3 days to get approved to get into the partner program initially, and then literally as soon as I hit the other 2 requirements to get the other part of the YouTube partner program, it was like instant. I could just press the 2 buttons and turn on watch page and short feed ads. So it was pretty cool. The thing though with the first part of like the 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours, is it doesn't apply to you if you're below 18. So like if you are below 18, you can't have memberships, can't have super chats. So basically the big one is the watch page ads though, because like having the memberships and the supers sort of means you have a loyal built-up community who's willing to financially support you, which like isn't gonna be the case for most small channels. But like the watch page ads, like everyone who clicks on your video is gonna be making you some sort of money, so that's really the big one. All right, almost time for the next round. I hope we just keep clapping these TNS. I'm very intrigued to see how the Miraidon matchup goes. Like I am sort of like, I don't know. I think that it should be favored, but also they can just high roll, and then that's when things get really scary. Yeah, that's really what. Okay, next round is up. Hold up here. Okay, we are up against Guardy. All right, let's see how this goes. Guardy is not a bad matchup. It's not like my favorite matchup, but like I can deal with it. I can handle it. So let's get back over to live. Yeah, good. Like we have Drapion for the big one hit on the Guardy EX. We have Snorlax that can trade pretty well with their single price dudes. Even Charizard could be used. Looks like we're going to reset again. Dang. I wish live could like actually make adding friends a much more seamless process, but this gets old after like 1 or 2 or 20 times doing it. So let's go ahead and fix this. Whoa, that's scary. All right, well, there we go. I leaked my OBS information. People are gonna pause and steal my setup. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah. We should be fine in this matchup, because we're usually going to be taking the lead most of the time. Especially turns. Like, they really don't want to have to use a Chilling Rain Guardy just to deal with, like, one Snorlax. And if they're using their Guardies in the early, it's like sort of like front-loading their Super Rod usage. So, like, but, like, when we get to the late game, they might not be able to, like, load up a Guardy for a big Lugia knockout. Like if they're having to use their Guardies their little Guardies in the early turn, and then if they have to use big Guardy, then we just one shot with Drapion. Like which one is better? Really not either one of them is great right now. I'd say Shadow Rider is better, but they're really both not super meta relevant. Yeah, Ice Rider and Shadow Rider used to be pretty good, but they haven't been that great for a while. Alright. That hand would have been mediocre, so we're okay mulliganing. Oh, gross. This hand is not good. This hand's very bad. Yeah. Okay, luckily we are going second. So, like, we're not... Opening Lumineon is tragic. There's a lot of cool alt arts for for some, I guess, like not super popular Pokemon or not super playable Pokemon. If they got like a Blitzle character, get your trainer gallery, glaring gallery, whatever that thing's called, you would, I definitely have to pick up quite a few of those. I would need those. Message retracted. I missed it. Alright, is my map playing Collapsed? It should. They're playing one Collapsed. So I'm just probably gonna just research just straight up. Maybe I drop the Collapsed Stadium. We will see. Okay, typo. Iono's a busted card. It's one of the best cards in the whole game right now. So they have to go back into Mew. Okay, and there's a level ball. Like, just having that Lumineon on the board makes my life a lot easier. Just being able to take 2 prizes like that. But they're going to be able to get 3 Ralts down the first turn. Their hand's pretty stacked if they're discarding those 2 cards. Boss and a Worker. Are they playing Pad? They are playing Pad. So they do have 1 Boss left and 1 Pal Pad, but no Worker. So if we drop this Collapsed Stadium, Squawkabilly is very intriguing. Because we're discarding both of our Collapsed, but Squawk gives us a bit more insurance off of this research. It's... Okay, I'm glad we did that. Well, if I hold his hands, but then we're like totally playing in top deck mode if we just hold the hand like this. We don't really need Wyrdeer in this matchup. I'm just gonna, we'll go ahead and Squawk and Seize and dig a little bit deeper. We'll thin out another Archeops. Because like with the Collapsed Stadium, we couldn't bench the Lumineon since we dropped the Squawkabilly. So let's just try to find something a little bit better. This is most certainly better than that. So we'll swing it over to our opponent. Got a pretty nice hand here for next turn. Adding the Sun and Moon cards. Like the Sun and Moon era cards, or like Soul Rock and Limited Zone, or what do you mean? I don't quite know what you're trying to ask me there. Those are refinements. I'm probably going to be swinging with Snorlax next turn. Oh, Sun and Moon era? It'd be interesting if they had some sort of expanded format where we could use older cards. Like if they were to reintroduce expanded like on the competitive scene, I do think they would rotate it or ban some cards, errata some cards. But I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to them reintroducing like expanded as long as they cleaned it up a little bit, because like currently expanded's pretty toxic. Like maybe maybe when they reprint A specs, like I'm like sort of, A specs are really weird. Like they could do them right and make it so there's like not super specific A specs that make one specific deck broken. Expanded ladder, that'd be interesting. But like A specs, like if they feel like I find my computer search first, I find my dowsing machine first, I win, then that seems very, like I don't want it to be that way. And I also don't want it'd be like a equivalent of G Booster, like making exactly one deck broken, and that's the only deck that can benefit from it. Like there were cards like Crystal Wall, Crystal Edge, Victory Piece that were just, they buffed underpowered cards, so it didn't matter. But like Genesect was an overpowered card. Like Genesect was solid even if you don't have G Booster, and G Booster makes it go from like literally like a solid deck to just totally cracked. So hopefully they give us plenty of access to find our A specs if they do decide to print things like dowsing and our computer search. Toppling Zard stinks. Okay. I just want to find Drapion. But that's really what we have to do this turn. Please Tails? If not, this is awkward. This is very awkward. We'll grab the other lug. Oh, Drapion's just straight up prized. That's tragic. I should have checked that early. Yikes. Okay. Let's figure this out then. We get double Archeops down. Like if they have like boss KO Squawk, we're in a pretty nasty spot. I don't think using summoning stars is correct there. Well, I guess like if they can Zacian just knock me out, then I need those dudes down. I don't really need to Primal Turbo though this turn. Oof. I'm like already down Wyrdeer. Oh, the Guardy EX alt in real life? That's pretty awesome. Keep the Collapse in play, because that's like the thing that's keeping them back from using Zacian. But this is very bad. Pricing Drapion in the Guardy matchup. So they're kind of rewarded for going aggressive with this Guardy early. It's okay. We can still, if they can find the art and still like Zacian knockout this turn, we're just scooping. Well, I don't know if we scoop it. It'll be pretty tough spot. They throw the worker back in Zach. I think a Forest Seal for the worker. Like they only have 4 energies down, assuming that they retreat. They would need they would need 8. So they still have quite a bit of work to do. No problem, lead its own. Alright, this Lumineon might find them boss. Killing Squawk would be pretty solid for them. Worker, yeah, they're just gonna boss and kill Squawk. Oh dear, this is a very yeah. This is very weird. Like, okay, we're not gonna really worry about Guardy one-shotting us because they're taking a big lead. What I'm worried about though, like I can't really bench Lumineon now because it's just 2 more prizes for them. I really hope we hit Drapion off this 2 prizes this turn. Oh, they're just gonna like retreat, and no, there's gonna be Oracle Force. It'd be interesting like if they like tried to hide behind, like they retreated and hid behind this Guardy. Like, I still definitely have a path to victory because I can like take this knockout, Drapion for the win or something like that. Not easy though. Like if we can take 2 prizes last turn, I'm feeling a lot better. And Aroma just does not want to do anything for us. Is it correct to Snorlax? I don't. Couldn't they go into 2 prizes and they are Zacian away from closing this game? Oh man. We just set up a second Lugia. I don't really want to discard some of these energies. If this is... Nah, it's like not that likely that I prize that one specific card. Like what? It's like a 10% chance I prize that one specific card. And it has to be in that one specific matchup. So I think it's okay not to be playing Hisui and Heavy Ball, because like I'm pretty much like I can't grab my evolution, so I'm like only really upset like if I prize a ton of Archeops. Like we're trying to fit a lot in this deck. We're trying to be consistent as possible. I'm gonna go for second Lugia this game. Pretty scuffed board state this game, but Tempest Dive for the knockout. Not gonna bench Lumineon. We'll see if they can knock us out back. I'm not gonna discard the stadium. What's up, Blaziken? Alright, Drapion would be much appreciated. No, Drapion is still MIA. Dang it. Come on, Drapion. I need you for exactly 2 matchups, and you're just like hiding from me, buddy. There's nothing to be afraid of. You like literally rake a Gardevoir. Like, why do you care? You literally just one-shot it. Yep, Blaziken's back. Okay, Fog Crystal. And... okay. Like, what is their play this turn? Zacian for the knockout would be very bad. It would be very bad. If they boss KO down here, that would also be bad. Okay, they bought my stadium. So I'd really... maybe the... like, let's see, how many energies do they have down? 6. So they still need, so 8 would be 300 minus 30 from the, ooh, looks like they're gusting up this other Lugia. That is all their boss's orders though. They're played pad and double boss. So we don't need to worry about, we don't need to worry about, we can drop this Lumineon without any fear that it's going to get knocked out. So, but they have no space for a Zacian. So it looks like they're going to use the Gardevoir Brainwave for the knockout. So my play is going to be Iono to 1, and we're gonna Iono to 1. They'll have no sort of draw engine in play, so they're pretty much in top deck mode. It was definitely nice for them to attach the energy to retreat instead of having to embrace, because then they couldn't really promote Mew if they... Reversal energy doesn't count for anything, they're ahead. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, so they can put, yeah, 6 energies on will be, or even just, yes, they need 6 to take the knockout. Because reversal doesn't count for anything when they're ahead. You beam Rhydon with Lugia, that's pretty sick. So we'll get a couple extra cards thanks to the gifts. And more energy is exactly what I was looking for. Thank you, deck. Alright, we're gonna Iono to 1 and it's going to brick them out. Just trust. Lost Vacuum. Lost Vacuum bumps their Artisan. Let's just check the deck. We don't ever want to be attacking with Snorlax, so we're just going to totally avoid benching that dude. We really care though if they have art. Probably. So let's just Lost Vacuum. I don't need the second Lugia V-Star. We'll just get rid of it. They've already used Forest Seal Stone, right? Want to make sure. Okay, good. I'm pretty sure they had. I just didn't want to like leave them a V-Star power right on board. Yeah, Snorlax isn't super great right now because it's just too easy for them to take the knockout on. So we'll Iono them down to 1 and we'll see what they can come up with. Getting down a backup Lugia would be okay in case they like punch this. We can go into the other Lugia, but we need to find Drapion. We pretty much have to find Drapion this turn, I think, or we're just kind of screwed. All right, we'll take this knockout. All right, which one's Drapion, chat? I'm thinking number 2. No, dang it. No. This is very bad. They probably just swing with Guardy. Oh, they just ripped the Zacian. Is that game? No, not quite yet. They okay, I own for only 1. Okay, that's fine. Ooh. But they like, so this is only 7. So that is no way. Absolutely no way. They literally just draw the perfect combo of cards. If this mysterious... You're absolutely kidding me. What? What? They literally drew it perfect. Well, wait. Yeah, they literally drew it perfectly. Yeah, they have 9. That's plenty. Wow, that was a pretty nice Iono there. Give him Zacian into Iono. Like, they have to get another one in the discard pile, so they have to draw it exactly that way. I suppose Mew could hit Fog, and then they can Fog into their energy, or they can conceal into another energy. Man, that stinks. What can you do about it? That's absolutely frustrating, but oops, that's the wrong thing. I accidentally hit win, which is not what happened, so dang it. Yeah, that was interesting. Very frustrating. Well, yeah, that happened. That's literally the only way that they could win this tournament, is if they draw that exactly perfectly. They have to be able to discard an energy. They have to be able to draw energy to conceal cards, and they have to hit one to attach. Man. And they only had 2 energies left. Wait, they had 7 down in one reversal, so they had 3 energies left. And like what, like 1 or 2 fogs? And they have to also hit Zacian too. So they literally have to, that's like the only combo of cards. It was just it's best of 1, so yeah. Yeah. Dang, absolutely frustrating. Because we're not having Drapion early. Volcaronis 1-0. I gotta see what this is. Not having Drapion early on is just... Whoa. This deck is probably hilarious to play. You're like never beating any single prize deck, but if you can just like slap 2 prizes every turn, this is hilarious. What do they beat the first round? Okay, they beat Charizard but lost to Mew. Losing to Mew is kind of tough. Like I feel like if you can just hit those 3 prizes over and over again, you're fine. Blaziken, I played Iono on them down to 1. They drew Zacian V and their own Iono. They draw 1 card, it's a Psychic Energy. They use concealed cards and draw Fog Crystal. Like they could not have drawn better cards with as few cards as they saw. They saw 4 cards. Wait, no, 5 cards. And they needed all of them. So yeah, it is what it is. We didn't do anything wrong, but yeah, it was pretty like if they like don't hit the energy, then yeah. Like they have to. Yeah, it's kind of a crazy meme deck. It looks very funny, but it's probably not very good. Hey, but it's Spite Ups. It has some more viability than that, but yeah. That Spite Ups video did very well, and I guess people just like a good meme deck or something. Those meme videos do pretty solid. We just gotta clap Tina's over and over again. What's the winner on Tina right now? After 1 round, not great. Whoa, that's... Oh, someone came in late, I guess. I was like, why is it 0-2 above all the 1-0s? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Oh. Oh, thank you. So like the high usage stuff not doing super great. Tina and Maridon, at least after 1 round, not doing super good. Gardevoir is doing good. Mew is doing good. Lost Box, like probably mostly Turbo Lost Box in here. Turbo, there is actually 3 Kyogres. No. Rayquaza discards your hand unless you draw 3 cards, so it's another way to dump energies. Rayquaza lets you discard your hand and draw 3. You're not ever attacking with it. It's just there for the discard. No, I don't want it. Why are these pop-up ads so annoying? It's literally just there to discard your hand and keep getting energies in the discard pile. So, like, you can keep chaining those huge Volcarona knockouts every single turn. Like, you got Pokestop to discard energies. So you're using, like, Revivroom to discard and draw 8 energies, and you just dump it all with Rayquaza. And you got Grant for more energy discard. Like, this deck is probably very fun. Like, let's copy it here. Let's give it a go. This is gonna be funny. Probably not very good, but it'll be funny. I don't know if I have Rayquazas. I don't have those ones specifically. Oh yeah, we have enough though. We got plenty. Why is there like all these different arts of Rayquaza? Also this Varoom. This is not even the best Varoom. You should be playing this one. This is the best Varoom. Make sure we have the trainers. We have the energies. Let's give this a run, chat. Let's just play it 1 game. Let's see how this goes. Probably pretty poorly. I don't know, Luminous Energy. I'm got some stuff I gotta do this afternoon. And I want to make, I got some stuff that I gotta do this afternoon. I want to be able to make a video to put up today. I guess for you it'd probably be sometime in like probably late, like super late, but that like isn't like super convenient for you. I'll still try to stop in no matter what time you stream. Just I probably won't be able to stick around too long. Yeah, because this tournament might run until early afternoon, depending on how well we do. Then I gotta go out and do some stuff. Then I gotta make a video and edit it. But I would try to stop in if you were to stream. I would definitely do my best to show up at least. Why is there not a Radiant Greninja in this deck? Like, you have a million energies. Why aren't you playing Radiant Greninja? This hand hurts. I don't. Lost Tita. This will be an experience. This will be an experience for sure. Okay, double Tina, Radiant Greninja. Who needs Battle VIP Pass when you literally have everything already? Seems fine. Ugh, we hate having to discard Pad, Rod, and Ray off just this first research. Like, really not great. Okay, cool. Yeah, no guarantees I'd be able to stay for very long or too much, but I would try to stop by if you were streaming. Okay, there's Grass Energy into the Lost Zone. Having a pretty good first turn here. They're like, wait, what? What are you doing? Why did you attach the energy if you're just gonna play cards? Huh? I don't get it. Lost Tina players are either big brain or just don't have it, I guess. Okay. Hisuian's pretty spicy. Okay, we practiced double Rivaroom. Busted deck. Alright, well, we still gotta bench the Varoom. Yes. Oh, that's good. We can Rod back in the Rayquaza now. This deck is genuinely seems pretty rad, but we will figure out a way here, guys. For sure. We can take the knockout this turn. Like, there's like not a whole lot of... Okay, alright. VIP pass. We can get down another Rayquaza, another Volcarona. Go Ultra Ball. So we need one more fire. We just basically need to bin one fire off of this Pokestop. Starting the Pokestop early sort of sucks because then we could get Path next turn and be in an absolute brick, but it is what it is. These are the choices that we had to make. Alright, and Grant? Absolutely cracked Pokestop. Alright, there we go. Turbo Volcarona. Volcarona is secretly BDAF. There will be the your video for this evening. Kidding. I don't know. I might make this into a video if this deck works some of the time. If I make a video about like a silly meme deck, I at least wanted to make sure it works a little bit of the time. Like, I'm not just gonna post a video at a deck that I like managed to get to work 1 out of 20 games and like the person's gonna pick it up and just get frustrated and get mad at me. Like, that's not the way I want to do things. Alright. They've got a Chorus. So they're probably not going to be knocking us out this turn, so we can get even farther ahead with Volcarona. Man, if we can one-shot a Tina V-Star, that'd be a funny clip. Sorry guys, my chat is not loading for some reason. Let me try to fix it. Okay. There's 6 matches left in this round. Like, if they would have gone for Abyss Seeking last turn, I guess they went first. They couldn't use Abyss Seeking. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm a noob. Mirage Gate getting Lost Zoned. I guess if they had like a Vacuum or something, they could almost get there. One more Flower Selecting and a Vacuum. Wait, why is YouTube not working? Why is YouTube not loading? Bidoof Magikarp deck? What? Okay, why is my stream not working? YouTube is decided it's not gonna be nice to me today. I see how it is. Let me just restart this, I guess. Okay, we're gonna. Cram comes in here. I would have loved to draw the Revavroom off the prize. Okay, this is frustrating. This is very frustrating. Why is this not working? Oh, another Rayquaza? Absolutely busted. Alright, we'll evolve into both of our Rayquazas. I will Ultra Ball. We'll get down the other Varoom just for the memes, pretty much. I guess we have the Varoom to like draw a whole handful of energies. I mean, alright. Okay, we Azure Pulse. How do we hit 0 energies off that? How? Hey, there we go. Alright, Force Seal for basic fire energy. Absolutely correct. Actually, I'll go research. We'll go research. Okay, come on. YouTube, please be nice. Alright, there we go. I'm back. No, this is just me playing ladder for fun, Jude. It's not me. I would never do that in a tournament. That's cheating. And I would never play this deck for a tournament either. It's not very good, but it's funny. Yeah, I'm just playing ladder. In between, because it was a little bit of a wait. But we probably won't be able to finish this match anyway. Oh, man. Because there's a minute left in the round. My opponent's playing slowly, so rip. Oh well, this deck is funny. I'll gotta remember to switch my active deck back over to the Lugia and not accidentally play this, because that'd be automatic loss then if I were to do that. Okay, we got 40 seconds left. Maybe I'll just blow up a Tina and then they'll scoop. Like 4 prizes left, haven't drawn a single Varoom. Absolutely tragic. Alright, they have the gate. They'll be taking the knockout with Tina. Wait, only 1 grass. Gonna have to Requiem this turn? Only 8 in the Lost Zone. If they miss attack again, it'd be pretty funny. Alright, they have a switch cards. So like they've lost some pretty solid cards. Gate, an energy apiece, cart. So then they're down a few. Wait, no. Let me look at their discard pile. Is peak? No. Okay, I got you. All right. Well, we're against Urshifu and Tally on this round. Doesn't look like we're actually. Whoa, Pokestop. Thank you, buddy. I don't know if we'll be able to finish this game because my opponent that next round is up. Pokestop, epic card when it decides to cooperate like that. No, the path. This deck gets pretty screwed by path. Okay. Wait, can I take this knockout? Hard retreats. Yeah, we can do it. We can get 3 energies down. Here we go. We can take this knockout with Grant. Alright, busted Grant. Sure, we'll play the Grant just to boost all of our fighting Pokemon's damage. Alright, my opponent's checked in. I'll just scoop then. And okay, gotta pick my prize. There we go. Fun deck. Very fun deck. But it was against a Giratina that was not setting up, so. How good is it actually? We don't know. Probably not very good. So let's switch my active deck before I forget and accidentally pick the wrong one. Lugia. My opponent still not sent. Okay, there we go. There's a friend request. But they're offline. Dang. Let's restart then. Let's restart. Come on. Let's then hit that. Again, it did that. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but there we go. So we're going to Urshifu this round. That's the Pidgeot, Arcanine, Charizard. Man, that seems like a lot of work. Got Arceus in there too, just for fun. Arcanine does slap pretty hard. Is that good? I don't know. Seems like adding some sus cards to a inconsistent deck, but hey, it's probably funny. All right. So we do have to worry about Spirit Tomb. That's really our biggest fear in this matchup, is we get bricked out by a Tomb. But really not too much to be concerned about, like, because they just can't deal with Lugia very efficiently. Like, if I have a V-guarded Lugia, as long as I don't have to overbench, we're good. Not having Luxray in the list anymore does definitely make this matchup a little weaker. We don't have that big one-shot threat. Sounds like Ultra Ball in this hand goes for mid to cracked. And can we just get Lugia? Access to Lugia off the top deck. We're good. Just doesn't have it right now. I would love the mulligan. Come on, Lugia off the top. Jet Energy. Alright, let's find the Squawk. And let's squawk into these. Alright, so let's check to see how many Archeops we have in there. All 4 of the Archeops. We got the other Burnets, of the other Collapsed. We prized the Therapeutic and a double Turbo. We prized 1 boss, 1 Iono. Alright. Oh no, boss in hand, never mind. Do I want to collapse beforehand? I don't think so. I don't really care. If I want to make sure I have as much versatility next turn as possible. This is weird. You can study this match. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I hate having to drop Wyrdeer early in this matchup. I want to be able to hold it, but like I have to research it away next turn. Ugh, this is very, very weird. Yeah, if you're planning to play Urshifu, definitely can see how the deck works and maybe how my opponent plans. Like, this is definitely an unfavored matchup for the Urshifu player, but it's still winnable. I just don't want to bench this Wyrdeer. I need to take a knockout next turn. I don't necessarily need double Archeops. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I think it's really awesome. Like, they could have just said, hey, Alloutblitzle made this deck, but they like, put my name on screen and everything. Like, they did not have to do that. They didn't even have to shout me out, technically. Like, they could have just said this deck did well. Didn't have to say I had a channel or anything like that. Like, it was... They definitely went the extra mile and did not have to do that. So, I'm pretty thankful that they did that. I don't know how many people pressed their link in the description and actually checked out my channel, but at least, I mean, it couldn't possibly hurt anything. And if someone is like, if like a much bigger YouTuber thinks my content's cool, then that's pretty awesome in my opinion. So we'll Aroma here. It's cool. I woke up and was like reading comments and stuff and responding to comments, and I saw that I got like the notification that like I got mentioned. Like, oh, like one other time some smaller YouTuber played one of my decks and mentioned me. They were larger than me at the time, but they like had like 600 subs or something. But like now it's like it's pretty neat just to have someone bigger than you like recognizing that I make decent decks and I play decently. So We'll do that. I'm like really scared to put energy on this Wyrdeer. Also really scared to commit a ton of energies to the Lugia when I'm already thin on energies. I'm down 3 already. So like, what's the math? Like, how can we find this knockout on this Urshifu next turn? This is 120. We can then put 4 more energies into play. I'm just gonna take this knockout and we'll figure it out next turn. No. Well, I like, don't want to bench the Radiant Charizard early like that. I didn't want to have to drop the Luminous. Like, I guess swing with Lugia and Wyrdeer and it's fine. The Radiant Charizard is pretty much for Miraidon. It's solid in other spots too, but pretty much just for Miraidon. It's like the main matchup where we're really dependent on using it to get ahead in the prize trade. My opponent didn't play a supporter card on the first turn, so we'll see what they have going here. They have the Urshifu, or they have the Inteleon VMAX, they have the Urshifu. They're just going to retreat and swing. Wow, so they don't have much of anything going on. I'm just going to use Lumineon and boss up this Urshifu, and then we can probably close out this game with Wyrdeer relatively easily then. So let's Luminous Sign. I'm going to grab Serena. And let's just take this knockout. There's really rapid flow is like how they can have a good chance in this matchup by getting a ton of value out of rapid flow. So now I'm a lot less skittish about putting energies on Wyrdeer. And they just scoop. Let's go. Okay. So for the subscriber count, are you using OBS to, because I really only know how to use OBS. I'm like not familiar with any other streaming service. So like that's kind of the most important thing. Are you using OBS or using something else to cast your screen and stream it from? Because I could like sort of show you if, and there's lots of tutorials on YouTube on how to do that kind of stuff. If you if you're like, I'm not familiar with any other streaming, like any sort of streaming software aside from OBS, so I'm really not that much of an expert here. I like Luxray. Luxray's a solid card. I just like, you can't afford, like, Miraidon's too much of a headache of a matchup right now. If you're not, like, it's, you use OBS. Okay. So, yeah, I just need a Charizard to have a chance into Miraidon. I can't be taking the L to Miraidon right now. Okay, so how do I do this? I gotta remember how I did this. So the whole chat thing was through streamelements.com, and there was a couple videos I watched that I learned how to do it. So I just like probably watch a video, probably can explain it a lot better than I can. You probably could just use like stream chat with OBS or something like that, and you probably could find a pretty solid tutorial. For the sub count, okay, for the sub count, I it's gonna be like totally make zero sense to anyone who does not stream, but like on my scene I added a browser thing, and then I just punched in the YouTube link to, was it like the live, yeah, I went to like my live count, like on your YouTube analytics page, there's like that live count thing. You punch that link into the browser part of the thing, and then you like crop it down and then put it where you want it, so it just shows the subscriber thing. It doesn't show the whole rest of the page. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, there are guides on YouTube that will make it a lot more clear than I probably can. But yeah, probably would be easier. But yeah, Luxray. But okay, here's my opinion. The decks that are playing Pidgeot right now, instead of like maybe some Arc Pidgeot builds, they're bad. Charizard's not that good, and Chinpao should not be playing Pidgeot. It's really just for Palkia and Mirror are the only situations that you'll probably run in where Luxray, like, doesn't mean people are not going to play Pidgeot because it's bad, but I think overall Pidgeot's not gonna stick around. I don't know, like, I think there's some Arc Pidgeot builds that aren't bad. I think Charizard's an okay deck. But Chin Pao should not be playing Pidgeot. Chin Pao's already a pile, and then you put in 4 cards that do not do anything for you for the first couple turns when you're already fragile in the early game. But yeah, I guess Flying Pika. It's not super common right now, but yeah, that would be pretty good for the old Flying Pika. Okay, cool. I feel like sometimes I don't necessarily convey things as good as, like, I have things in my head. Like, I know how I want to say it in my head. I just can't actually put it into words how it makes sense. That's why I never win debates. It's just like I can't speak coherently consistent enough. It's like one of the things, like, people like tell me how great my content is. I'm like, I make sense in my videos. That's kind of cool. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm just spouting, like, it's just like a mash of words, and like maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't, but hey, I guess people like it, so people are subscribing, so maybe I'm doing something right. Okay. Alright. Still plenty of matches to go. Let's take the Volcarona deck for another spin, shall we? Let's see how Volcarona does. This is funny though. I like this deck. It's very funny. I love me a good meme deck. Alright. Because we set up pretty well last time despite pricing 2 Rev Rooms, and like you really need the Rev Rooms for the strategy to even work. Alright, come on, find me a match. This is silly. There we go. So I don't understand why it takes ladders sometimes so long to find a match. Like, I mean, there was that time where the whole queue system broke and like no one could find a match. Like, right after Obsidian Flames launched. That was crazy. That was kind of funny though, but it was not. It was funny because like the game stupidly breaks and like I don't know how that happens. But it was super aggravating because I had like a stream of like 20 people in it, and as soon as I couldn't find a match, I just left. And it was like, really? Oh, this thing is a Squawkabilly too, for sure. We need Squawk and Greninja. Because like I have hands like this where I just can't even do anything. So we'll have to fix this up in between rounds here. And maybe Volcarona will be what we make our video about today. Oh wow. Pal Pad off the top. Whippy. If I had Squawk, I could do something, but like I can't really do anything with this. Like I can Rayquaza the next turn. I'll just pass. Can't do much with this. We need Squawk in this. We need Squawk, we need Greninja. We'll fix it though. Goodra can be interesting. Like we play 20 energy, so theoretically we can one-shot. Well, I would literally got my first like, because I turned on monetization the evening of the 25th. So in like updates like every day for like around 6 p.m. So I won't know like how much I like make in a full day until probably today. And that's assuming I upload a video, so but like I've only made like $2, so I'm probably gonna make more than 12 a month though, hopefully. I don't know if people like, I know there's like those people who do like the YouTube video like I've been monetized for 90 days, here's how much I made. But like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to. It's not necessarily flexing because it's not going to be a ludicrous amount of money. Busted deck. Like it's not going to be like I'm out here making 5K a month, at least not for a long time. And also it doesn't really fit my niche. Like who really cares about how much some schmuck with 1,000 subscribers makes? All right. They go into the Cram. They have the Colress. They've already lost on a Colress. They literally spent 3 Colresses already. Crazy. But like maybe once we get to like the 90 days, 30-day, like I don't really know how much, like what it's gonna look like. I expected it to be not be a ton, but also I didn't really have like a super, like I don't really know, like I tried to have a pretty low expectation because I knew it was not going to be anything like life-changing money yet, like not quit your day job kind of money. And that's fine. Like it's not supposed to be easy. It's like not supposed to be like, here you have 1,000 subscribers. Here's $10,000 a month. And I don't know, is it even possible to get to that point playing Pokemon? I guess maybe if you're getting like, yeah, I think getting to that point might be reasonable. Okay, let's like, it's gonna take a while before we get to a point where it's like, before we're getting to like serious money. That's fine. Like I'm not really like super focused on like getting that money, get that money. Like it's gonna be a slow burn around here. As long as I keep getting better and keeping the content better, people keep enjoying it, then that's what's important. Because then eventually, yeah, like you're having fun. Like making $100 a month out of like a hobby that you have fun with. Like there's not a whole lot of other hobbies you can say that like I'm making 100 a month with. Like that's over $1,000 a year. Like that's some solid pocket change, I guess. How are you doing, XYZ? But yeah, I'm averaging like 2K views a day right now. When like even when I don't upload a new video, like it's like I don't really know if this is gonna be sustainable because like how crazy the support has been lately. But oh, I'm 2-1. I forgot to update my record, but I'm 2-1. I got sacked pretty hard by Guardy. They drew the absolute nuts off a 1-card Iono. Like they could not have come up with a better combo of cards. It was pretty nutty. Alright, Will, Azure Pulse. Hey, this deck is pretty fun. I like this deck quite a bit. It may not be very good, but it's very fun. Is there switches in this deck? Okay, there's a rope. I don't really want to play rope, though. I'd like to have a switch. I don't really know if there's other switching cards in this deck, though, so. We'll do that. I'm gonna take the Pokemon Battle Park or something like that. I don't remember what it's exactly called. But it's something like that. Let's grant and dump these energies. Busted grant. Okay, then we can Rumbling Engine. Yeah, I guess it's starting to get into the end of summer though. People or kids are getting back in school. Ugh. Do I have? I haven't really noticed a downtick on my views though, despite like probably less. I guess the majority of my audience is like 35 to 40, so like they're not gonna be going to school most likely. I think I hold this. Like I'm blowing up this Cramorant. I can just hold with this. Yeah, whenever new sets comes out, that's like a huge like nuke of views because everyone's interested again. And then when things start to get stale and people lose interest, those are tough times because like revisiting old decks or playing super crappy meme decks. So like that's what I sort of have like some series in my brain that like I kind of want to start when like things start to get a bit stale and like maybe like there's more interest. Like I can like get something going here. Like I'm still gonna be trying to stream every day. Like we probably can win this turn. I'm still gonna be trying to stream each day. This deck is very funny. We're probably gonna win. We can Azure Pulse. We're gonna just draw a handful of energies. Let's go. Okay. Shoes. Alright, we're gonna try to hit as much damage as possible just for the YouTube short. How much can we hit this turn, chat? Can we get 19 in the discard pile? This is gonna be epic. Here we go. We'll grab the Volcarona. 18 cards in deck, 10 of them are energies. Alright. What do we do first? Let's Pokestop. Let's Pokestop. This is probably not correct. Oh, let's go! Yes! I gotta make sure I actually have an energy left. Wouldn't that be super cringe to like lose the game because I ran myself out of energies? Okay. I have one left. I have one Rayquaza left. You know what? I'm not Yeah, let's do it. I'll be stupid. Let's Azure Pulse. Come on, energies. All right, cool. Big damage, even to a Goodra. I mean, only 200, but this would be 280 if there weren't for Rolling Iron. Oh wait, no, we can get 20 more. Would not want to waste 20 damage. That would be very, very silly of me. So then, no, let me attack. There we go, 220, easy, bust attack. Bust attack. My chat's not loading, what the heck? My YouTube here has been kind of weird. I can tell on my YouTube studio, like, what my average audience is. Yeah. Oh man, that'd be pretty spicy. I'm pretty sure like a majority, I can check like right now. Like go over to audience here. On my videos for the last 28 days, half of my viewers are 25 to 34 and then 18% are 35 to 44. Like I have very few that are under 18 and very few that are 45 and over. Alright, that looks funny. This like is very funny. We gotta make it better though. I might make a video about this later, but we gotta make it better. I'm not about to just post a bad list on my channel. Unacceptable. All right, I'm gonna cut. We need Frog. We need Squawk though. There's no questioning that. We need a Squawk. Okay, Squawkabilly. Having one switch is so sus. When like they just trap Rayquaza and you're just like, I scoop. Like that's like just 3 free prizes. Oh my goodness. Like, okay, Hisuian, no. Let's just cut it. We're cutting Hisuian. I'm putting another rope. And I want a Radiant Greninja. At least just to solidify my early game. Do we need Radiant Greninja though? Because like once we get going, we're fine. But like having that early game consistency boost probably is okay. So let's do that. I don't think so. I think like once we get like the infrastructure here, like once we get the Room, once we get the Rayquaza, we're just cooking. Let's cut a shoes and lots of deck. I just gotta make sure I don't accidentally play this for the tournament. Wait, I gotta update my record. Hey, we're up to 1040. I got like 30 subs yesterday. I didn't even upload a video. Like there'd be days where I'd get like what, like 100 views and when I wouldn't post a video, and I'm getting like 2,000 views and I'm not uploading anything new. Like I don't feel like my content has gotten that much better. Even it's crazy. I'm the same person I was months ago, but like people are finally recognizing it, I guess. I don't know, like no, I saw that you were 2-0 and I was hoping that you'd pick up the 3-0. I saw against Sagen though. That's tragic. Was it close? Like, how does the Mirana matchup feel with the Charizard? Like, I haven't hit one yet. Oh, that's nice then. This is the play for Cups, and we figured it out. Stream's over. I'm keeping the sauce here. Till next time, guys. Just kidding. But okay, all right. We figured it out then. We cracked it. All right. We just gotta do this for San Antonio. Ooh. We just gotta find the sauce for San Antonio. But January 15th was my first video. I think it was on Martin Luther King Day. That was my first video. But like if you go back and watch those January, February uploads, the thumbnails suck, the titles suck, and I suck. And that's okay, but like there's for the first few, there's like no commentary. It's just me talking and stuttering over a deck list for 5 minutes. And then battles. Like those videos have like 600 views and they're absolute garbage uploads. But and like my most viewed video has like 3,900 views. And I was sick and I messed up the edit and my audio was behind the actual gameplay. So the video is crap because like I know what's happening before you see it on the gameplay, and like it, but like I don't know why, and the thumbnail's bad, the title is bad. Oof, that was rough. Those are rough days. It was like probably like the time I felt like quitting. That was like the hardest. I've definitely been a regional before. When I was a lot younger. I haven't been to a regional since what? Madison 2018? Has it really been that long? I went to NAIC. Hey, we did it. Seniors. I was at NAIC as a master. That was my first big tournament as a master. It would have been as a senior. I would have got top 16, I think. But I choose to travel a ton as a junior, but like not anymore. Those days are gone for now. We hopefully can get back there, but as a junior, those were interesting times. Well, like because I had no computer then, and like mobile, like on my crappy old tablet that already like I'm doing so much on it, like I couldn't really make good content on. That's why I quit doing gameplay videos for months. Well, considering I live in a smaller town with not a major airport, it costs a lot more to fly to places than yo Alex, I appreciate you. Like, you don't have to go and tell people to sub to me. I see these things. You don't have to. I appreciate it, but thank you. You don't have to tell people to sub to me. Oh man, yeah, I want to travel more. We're trying to get there. Like there are a couple regionals that are I can fly to for relatively inexpensive. Like being in the Midwest, there's not a whole lot in driving distance for me. Like I'm not really going out here driving 11 hours. Like that's not what I want to be doing. But there's some stuff that like a couple that are relatively cheaper to fly to, and like maybe 300 round trip is reasonable now with the price boost. Like it just, can I do well enough? Like I think I'm a good enough player. I have the confidence that I can do it. It's just that it kind of takes a leap of faith. Like, am I willing to commit this money with no guarantee that it's gonna come back to me? All right, we got down paired to a Guardian at 1-1-1. All right, it's an interesting world, the world of pro Pokemon. I mean, that's kind of how I got started on my traveling everywhere as a junior. Was like a big leap of faith, betting on myself basically, or my parents betting on me basically, because like when you're 9 you're not making huge financial decisions, reasonably so, but Guardy's fine. Yeah, you're right, XYZ. The regionals are just bigger than ever, so like getting top 32 is not like free, but yeah, it's not bad. Well, it'll be 300 round trip plus hotel plus eating out. It'd probably be closer to a break even because it'd be 2 nights at a hotel, and then food and other expenses. So it'd probably be closer to a break even, so maybe slight profit. But also it'd get my name out there, which would be good for the Alloutblitzle brand out here. If more people, like, I don't know, because like I guess if people associated my real name with Alloutblitzle, that'd probably be good, right? Yeah, it's like kind of have to book with. Yeah, you could sell your boosters and playmat and things like that. I haven't historically done that, but you definitely could. It's hard to like book flights and hotels super far ahead of time though, because like you're going to have to pay extra for to be able to be reimbursed, so that how quick things are filling up. It's like kind of random whether you actually get in or not. All right, don't go crazy again. There we go. I don't care. You can call me whatever you want. You can call me James. You can call me Blitzle. You can call me Alloutblitzle. I don't really care as long as you don't call me anything profane. I really don't mind. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I traveled some as a senior, but those actually weren't really. James Worley, big game James. I'll take it. Being a senior wasn't really, those weren't really the best times, honestly. because you feel like you gotta fit in with everyone else, and like I'm just just me, and that's fine. My opponent's offline. Rip. Like one day I probably get kind of emotional doing it, but one day I want to sit in front of the camera and like kind of talk about my experiences, because I feel like there is something to be learned from that, but I don't really feel like crying in front of the camera, because I'm sure it's what would end up happening, because oh, Lugia, nah. Shapes from Team Rocket. Wait, why did my hair change again? Like, I feel like it was not red here like just a little bit ago. There we go. My hair is not that light. What the heck? Hey, what's up? My opponent is offline. Like, this is absolutely tragic. Yeah, like one day, like maybe if I don't know, it's not something people would care about either. It's like some kid talking about what he's accomplished, but it wouldn't be like a flex video. Like, here's what I've won. It'd be more like it was really like it'd also be hard to edit, because like how do I make that engaging too? Because I don't have like old footage of those tournaments. I'm sure I could do it, but it would not be an easy video to make, and I don't know if people would care. I don't care. You can call me Blitzel, James, Alloutblitzle. I don't really care. You can even call me by my last name if you know what it is. That's what some people do around here. I have some. I actually, my parents took a ton of pictures, so yeah, it'd be. Man, were you at EUIC 2018? Just out of curiosity. Well, for me, like the step up from like there were lots of great juniors and seniors. Like there were juniors when I played that are now very successful masters. Like the step up from juniors to seniors. Oh, cool. Then we were both at the same event there. The step up from juniors and seniors wasn't necessarily a skill thing. It was a skill thing for sure, but also it was like sort of like a maturity thing too. And it was hard for me because I felt like I had to fit in with the rest of the boys and be someone that I wasn't. So then when you get up, like when you start doing bad, because you're like sort of like you start playing Pokemon because it's fun, but then you like sort of turns into something that you like because you win at it, then you like lose that drive to keep getting better. So then you start not doing as well. So then the people that were like hung out with you are just like the people that they just spent time with you because you were good. They didn't actually care about you as a person. And that kind of spiraled out of control and really made me not a very happy person. But I'm still here, so it's all good. Okay, we're definitely using Lax this turn. We're just gonna rip with this research. Rainbow Road, that's one of my favorites of all time. This Collapse is kind of good. Heads is nice. It'd be a tough video to edit, but nah. Well, now I've learned that like I don't care what other people think about me. Like, okay, I do, but it's not like something that like my sole value that I get, like my self-esteem isn't built on what others think about me or how well I do at Pokemon. Like it's something I've kind of just moved on from, and it sort of helped me to love playing Pokemon again. Was like it wasn't necessarily about like it became more of I played it for fun again. Okay. Fly in Germany Friday night. Ugh, yeah. It's always a headache being like when I go and like having to explain to the teacher every year, oh yeah, he's gonna be gone the first week of school because he's going to the Pokemon World Championships. And I'm like, oh, like that's weird. And what's funny back then is I used to be like embarrassed to like tell my classmates that I played Pokemon because they'd make fun of me for it. That's kind of sad, but I think that I was like super, like I never said anything about it. And like I really should have been proud of what I was doing, but like it sort of just became like I'd hide it whenever possible because like I literally wouldn't wear Pokemon shirts if I wasn't at an event. Like that's like I didn't, because people would make fun of me for it. Like I didn't, like it seems so stupid now because like I should have been more proud of what I was doing, but like I guess when you're that age, you just really care about like what your peers think of you. Yeah, like I could go out and flex and be like, when like, oh, you play Pokemon, like I could have been out, I told them how much money I won or where I went, but like that's not really who I am as a person. Like I'm not like someone who's like flexing what I have. Yeah. It's being a kid in the 21st century is kind of hard. I'm sure it isn't in any era, but it's hard. Yeah, for sure. Like I'm sure kids in elementary school and middle school are probably a lot more, I guess, accepting of Pokemon. Like I don't know for certain because like I'm not in elementary or middle school anymore, but it wasn't exactly like something that was a badge of honor. Like, oh yeah, that guy's a Pokemon player. Like I used to like when I first started doing well, I like bragged to my friends about it, and they'd be like, "What the heck? Like, who cares?" And it's like then I just stopped talking about it. Like it was just like they didn't understand. Like I'd tell them like one of the players that I beat, and like, oh, he's #1 in North America, and they're like, who? We don't care. Just like didn't mean anything to them, so I stopped. Yeah, it would be like that's like sort of a even I guess when I was like it really wasn't middle school. I guess like yeah, it wasn't until middle school I started doing well. So like even like my teachers would like make fun of me for it or like sort of like that's what's kind of sad is like the teachers are supposed to, oh crap, we're froze. I'm gonna try to fix this real quick. My oh please don't crash, please don't crash. There we go. My turn. Like it's sad when like the teachers who are supposed to like be there and like be that like bigger person when those kids are being not very nice and like the teachers are just like being rude to you. So yeah, yeah, it was those were not, I was just not, it was hard, but I made it through it. Yeah, it's like one of my teachers I was like really like it would just about anything that I pretty much did. Like he was, I don't think he just cared for me pretty much. Like he would sort of embellish things to my parents to try to get me in trouble. Like and like what are you gonna do? Like what's the parent gonna believe? You're believe believe the 10-year-old or believe the teacher? Like they're gonna give the teacher the benefit of the doubt. It wasn't even an old guy, he was probably like 30. He just like didn't care for me as like a person. So like that sucks. Like when you have teachers who are supposed to like their priority should be making them like a healthy learning environment for their students, and you just have like a guy who's like I'm not gonna like out to get me, but like not gonna step like not gonna do anything for me and like actively try to hinder me sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. I wish I could go. It'd be funny. I don't know if the picture still exists, Yeah. That'd be an interesting just to go back, like, I got some interesting stories I could tell. We're froze again. Why is the game, why is just my computer's like way overheated right now or something? I don't know. It's like, it's a little like, it's having like hiccups and stuff, but I think we're okay. It's like lagging mine, which is raising my blood pressure and because it wouldn't just be like Pokemon either. Like I would be like really happy because like I opened a pack of sports cards and pulled a really rare card, and I'd be like showing it off to my classmates. Cause like all my other classmates, we all collected sports cards, and that was like something that we all like we traded them and did all that crazy stuff. And the teacher would just be like, it's like it's like so stupid. Yeah, it wasn't like Pokemon cards at my school. It was sports cards that were a big deal. Yeah, like looking back on it, I don't like it wasn't something I should have been ashamed of. But I definitely had the same way. Like my parents or grandparents would be out there bragging about like what their kid had done. Like any parent's proud of their kid, but like I'd just be like, please just stop talking. Like I don't want you to keep talking about me. That's like I really, yeah, I pretty much feel that exactly, Robin. I like had that pretty similar experiences. Yeah. Oh man. Interesting times. And I'm sure schools are like still kind of like that today. You just like pick on the kids that are the weakest links. Cuz like yeah, I was just different and I played Pokemon. I would generally got better grades than everyone else. Yeah, we're definitely using Drapion this turn. So, and I think like I don't know, it's just awkward. I still am an awkward human, but I was even more awkward back then. So it just made things hard. I'm glad that it's a bit different now, but those were tough times for sure. Gift on, take the knockout, because Gift is actually pretty insane because then no. I don't think I'll, yeah, I don't know. Let's just Ultra Ball then the Arch. Let's keep Wyrdeer around just in case. I'll grab the other Lugia. I don't really know if I plan on going to college though. I'd love to make this work. I'd love to be able to make this work. Just kind of along for the ride. I could go on a whole rant about college in 2023, but I don't think anybody wants to hear that. Kids play Yu-Gi-Oh? Tragic. Yeah. Well, I think I was sort of lucky that like my parents were involved. So like at least like with a whole family that's involved, you like sort of like a support system that like is behind you no matter what. But like yeah, if it's just you doing it and like your parents really didn't really care, it would be hard to just keep going. We're in a pretty good position now. There's really not a ton my opponent can do. But interesting that like Yu-Gi-Oh is the hot thing right now. I'm not really. That actually felt pretty amazing, Matthew. My one loss was to another Guardy, but they got insane. I prized Drapion and they got insanely lucky. Off an Iono. Well, like, are you talking like 90s Pokemon? Because like 90s Pokemon, like if you didn't have Pokemon cards, you were kind of. Yeah, I was. Yeah, that's what I'm very. Like it'd be hard for just like a pair. Like I don't know how like these parents of these kids who like basically like they let their kids travel everywhere, but like they don't even know what the cards do. They don't even know how to play the game. But like since they have money, they can like pay for coaching. Like, oh okay, hey then, all right XYZ, we're kind of similar age group then. I guess you're probably a little older than I am. Matthew, no, Colorless is better, significantly better into Giratina. Just in the Lost Zone in general. We're also pretty good at, okay, I don't want to say pretty good into Miraidon, but reasonable into Miraidon, pretty good into, like, you just really don't have any bad matchups. 23, okay, so you got a few years on me then. Yeah, you got a couple years on me, but we're in the same ballpark. Yeah, that's what kind of sucks. Like, luckily, like, it was kind of like, it's like funny when like you're like, I probably wouldn't have gotten into competitive Pokemon if it wasn't my parents. Like, they like took me to like a pre-release and like then you're just like looking into like, oh, what's next? Like, a pre-release, like what's the next step up? Please don't freeze on me, game. We literally have this game won. There we go. Why is this being so weird? Charizard, Snorlax is like such an equalizer. Like, what do they do against Snorlax early and often? And Zard is not a matchup I care about. Like, Charizard is not. I'm after Pittsburgh. I feel like Zard's gonna be. People are not gonna be too high on Zard. And your arc matchup is still fine. Like, you're not like significantly. Like, yeah, you are better, but like it's not significant. Gotta make it suspenseful. Yes, but also when I'm playing this, like when I am playing this deck, I'm going to League Cups in it will be in mid-September after the results of Pittsburgh. Wyrdeer. And like, you don't need one-shot potential. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, you don't have your single strike crush turn after turn. Like, also just having Lax, and like we still have one-shot potential. We have Radiant Charizard, we have Wyrdeer, Lugia in the early game. It's not just like slam down my energies and I went like, it's a deck where you need a little bit more, I don't know, like finesse is the right word, but you have to like probably manage your board state better, manage your energies better, manage your attackers better. But if you can do that, it's a much more rewarding deck, I would say. So we can get 2 more energies into play. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're not. Wait, 60, 100, 60, 100, 140, 180, 220. We can't quite one shot. If we didn't draw into one energy, right? Because this is 12, 18, 22. We like just slap the heck out of this Guardy. How are they gonna move it if we hit it for 300? Like, what do? They literally can't do anything. They have to Arcana into an energy, I guess, to pivot it, and then that feels really bad. I don't need to overthink it here. I definitely do not need to overthink this. I think I just swing with Gifted Lugia, and this is just okay. This is just fine. We will just swing with Gifted Lugia. Like, they can't really Guardian to it. Then we have Snorlax on board to win the game. We have Gift to replenish our hands. I'll just play Iono. Make it as hard as possible for them to put something together next turn without any refinements, without any... Okay, Ultra Ball. I don't really care about... They can keep art. I don't really care. I guess I might bump it anyway with Tempest Dive. I'm just like... Yeah, I think it's just my computer. And I'm like... It's like... This computer's not meant for streaming. It's more like editing, and... So like it gets a little choppy sometimes streaming, especially if I try to record at the same time to maybe repurpose content, and then it gets like the fans go crazy then. So gotta go easy on the CPU. But like, I feel like if Giratina high roll is super hard, there's not too much the single strike build can do. And also another thing you can totally not understate is how much more consistent colorless is than single strike. What's up, CJ? That is pretty tough, Newtown. I had that issue for a while, and then I decided that I was going to break the bank and... Like, okay, you're playing urns. They do not help you whatsoever in the early turns. I'm playing 2 nest balls. I have another nest ball and a Squawkabilly. I guess not like significantly, but like also I'm playing the same amount of draw supporters. I have 6 plus Serena 7 plus 2 Burnets. It's interesting. I'm definitely more consistent, much more consistent. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch. Okay, they're gonna relax. Okay, they're not trying to Snorlax and then box me out with this Guardy for a turn. Oh man, nice job, John. Okay. Yeah, there is more draw, and I generally feel like with colorless, I'm taking 50-50s to slightly favoreds into everything. And aside from like lost zone decks, where I'm definitely pretty favored. So if I can set up every single game, or like what 85, 80, 70% of the time or whatever, yeah, Dura is basically nowhere. If I can set up, I have a shot in every game. And those are decks that I personally prefer to pick the most. Like if like sort of my playstyle as a player, I rarely play decks that are like super spotty matchup spreads. I tend to like decks, especially if I'm going to a big tournament. I like decks that if I'm like confident that I can play at an equal skill level to just about any player. And if my deck is going to be even just about everything, and I can play equally to better than every player, then I feel like I have a good shot at doing well. And maybe I'm overconfident and I'm actually a trash player, and that could very well be true. But a colorless Lugia at Worlds and got top 52, that's pretty sick. It's like I generally pick pretty, maybe more bland decks, I guess you could say, but like I played Tina at NIC because it just doesn't hard counter any one particular deck. But like I don't want to pick a deck. Okay, Lugia does is sort of coin flip dependent, but it's not the be all end all. Like I don't want to pick a deck where I'm just instantly unfavored as soon as I see the result of the coin flip. Lugia can definitely be that way though. Yeah. Okay. 4 minutes left. Yeah, for sure, XYZ. For sure. There is basically nowhere right now, and I think it's a fine deck. Like Lugia is also like you're not just playing Dura. Like Lugia's not a big enough deck just to be like I'm playing Dura just to beat Lugia. Yeah, I think it's a good matchup because like if you're playing the single strike build, they go early Meloetta. You can like respond back with like Stone or Yveltal. But like you're also like sometimes vulnerable to like Iono in the late game, so you have to find your urns to put your single strike energies back in. But with like this build, we go Drapion into Wyrdeer. It's like Path to the Peak is the biggest headache. Like we have to be able to get around Path. Oh, sorry, I don't think so, JDX. Yeah, Urn is like it's like a dead card for like half the game. Like I don't want to be playing cards that are just like not good into like one very specific instance. I do not like Path in Lugia. I just hate playing cards that don't help me. Like I want to be as consistent as possible. Like if I set up slacking is cool in a RCS meta, which we're kind of in. And it's also okay against Tina. But you're playing 4 cards that do not help you at all to get Archeops. Like 4 additional cards that do not help you at all to get turn 1 or turn 2 double Archeops. I don't know. I'm not gonna just make videos of. Yeah, Path would be a Dura answer, but I'm not afraid of Dura right now. if you are afraid of Dura, previous format you had to play Path because otherwise you're not. I don't want to scoop to like, yeah, like I just don't want to have cards that like it actively hinders me. Like it does. It's not that it's like useless. Like it actively hinders me. Like I just cannot drop it at all. All right, we're against another Urshifu, this time with no Tomb. All right, let's go, guys. How many rounds is this? I gotta see. 7 rounds. So we need to win 2 more. But we're up against Urshifu. I can definitely do this matchup for sure. I'll probably place. Okay, on these streams, I'm doing tournaments. I want to do as well as possible because, like, yeah, I can play some silly meme deck. But, like, I don't want to just go, like, O2 drop it of a super short stream. Like, I want to be able to hang out with you guys for a while. So, I will play a pretty good deck. Like, yeah, I get that Lugia is probably getting kind of boring to watch every day, or close to every day. So I might try to mix it up a little bit for next stream. Maybe tomorrow play something a bit different. But I'm personally, like, considering playing Lugia for some tournaments next month. So I want to be practicing it, and I can play in these tournaments, which are pretty good practice. And then I can get my friend request, not yet. And if I can like practice them on stream, I get to like make content, hang out with you guys, and test at the same time. So yeah, it's probably getting repetitive and boring, but Zard is I'm blinking. Nah, not it. Zard is for Miraidon. I do not think you can consistently beat Miraidon without the Charizard. Like, even if you go over to the Slacking build and you have another way to one-shot, they can still one-shot that Slacking if they're playing Zapdos or if they go for big Raichu. Like, not even that big of a Raichu play. So you put it like Charizard. I haven't faced Miraidon yet, so I haven't really used Charizard. But also, it's just a solid one-prize attacker that can one-shot a V or do significant damage. Like, if a Guardy does triple Psychic Embrace to itself, Zard can one-shot it as a single prizer. So in my opinion, it's more valuable than just like the luxury, like, because I can't. You don't think it's worth it? Less consistent. I forget what the Zapdos does, so. Alright, here we go. Perfect Penguin. Less consistent than what? What's up, JG? Yeah, what am I less consistent on? Yeah, I can't just spam Stone every single turn or do a big single strike crush every single turn. But, like, it's not even that. Like, we always have access to Luminous Energy as long as we have Archeops on the board. And we have plenty of ways to find Charizard. So it's not like it's that inconsistent. Yeah, Charizard does totally suck as a starter. But we do have Jets now, so like we can still get around it. Still get into our Lugia, get into our Snorlax early. I would love not to be able to play Zard and be able to play better cards instead. You just can't take the L to Miraidon right now. Taking the L to Miraidon is just totally unacceptable in this current meta. Yeah, I agree, Billy. Just don't tech for Zard. The deck is not that good. Like, you can see, like, kind of think of, like, the comp for it in last format. Like, if Zard's, like, the 7th, 8th, 9th best deck in formats, like, let's just say Zard settles in at, like, maybe, like, 4, like, it's gonna settle in definitely. Okay, I wouldn't say if for Pittsburgh, it's a very popular deck because it's brand new. People always love to mess around with the new stuff. Alright, no problem. Well, like, wouldn't you rather just play Urshifu? I know Urshifu is, like, weird, and it presents its own problems, but, like, it's much more versatile. It's not just, like, for one specific matchup. Like, the Cobalion means you have a 59-card deck in every single other matchup. So, like, Charizard would have to be a pretty large portion of the metagame to be like, yep, I'm teching for it. My hand is absolutely insane. Low-key, I'm just gonna draw pass and, like, bluff that my hand sucks. So then he, like, doesn't Iono me or anything. And Man, is this it though? Nah, cause like then if I get Iono, like we're feeling pretty rough. Okay, we got a heads. Yeah, this is good. Cause now we're not like we don't put all our eggs in one basket. We have Wyrdeer in deck, all the gusting cards, all the collapse. And I also prefer not to bench Lumineon if I can afford to. Okay, we don't need Archeops, don't really need Nest Ball. Another Archeops, and we'll pass. Urshifu's a really good deck. Urshifu has a very good matchup spread. Wait. No, the deck is fine against Guardy. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, it literally had to beat 2 Guardies to win NAIC. You're an Austin. It's a fan. Yeah, I got you. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens in Pittsburgh. Like, will Zard, like, because also you gotta remember, for IRL play, Charizard is a $30 single, so that's gonna gatekeep some people who don't want to spend over $100 on a deck. Like, some people are just gonna play what they already have versus like spend $100 on getting cards that are really not even that good. But, like, of course, there are a lot of Charizard fans out there. There are going to be people who pick up and play the deck for sure. Just, yeah, it's probably gonna have a decently high usage rate. Pittsburgh is gonna be a very intriguing tournament to see how it ends up playing out. I don't want to bin Zard, but like also have to bin this Arch, so it is what it is. Fancy Duck, you're cringe. I'm sorry, buddy, but I call it as I see it, buddy, and that's cringe. Zard is, you need to be playing Zard right now. Like, you literally cannot afford to take the L to Miraidon. I know it sounds hilarious, but like, oh my goodness, this vacuum is funny. You dropped the Forest Seal. Oh yeah, this is funny. Yeah, we just vac, and then they don't have a Seal Stone for next turn. What's up, Fancy Duck? How are you doing? And this collapsed. Oh, why wouldn't you choose this guy? My opponent, Loki, is throwing, I think. Okay, let's take this off. Let's get both of our dudes down. Like, this guy's, my league is under no threat whatsoever. Like, there's not a world where it gets knocked out next turn. Like, it's literally impossible. So, Primal Turbo, I'll throw V-Guard, and I'll put, we'll put the Luminous, because we know that Charizard's gone for good. So, we'll do that, and I'll hold your Aroma to keep all my options open. Maybe we still put more energies into play for a Wyrdeer next turn. I might just be going for a Serena to gust and KO something. So this is okay. I'll take this knockout. I'm gonna keep Collapsed down. It doesn't really bother me much, and maybe like it like sort of messes with how my opponent can bench. So missing the energy drop on Urshifu also is pretty tragic. Because like if you're able to rapid flow this turn, double gunner, then be able to go like yoga loop, take a double knockout. That's pretty clean. Okay, they got the Melanie. Maybe they can still get there. This has to be a pretty tracked Melanie. I guess not really. They just need one of the Urshifu pieces or a Rhapsodic Energy. There's a rope. Well, we go into Archeops. I guess I'm punching Archeops for 140 is kind of challenging. Are they playing Thornton? We need to make sure here. No Thornton. Alright, they got their Rhapsodic Energy. They're going to just Spiral, take the knockout. So I really want to be able to KO Medicham next turn. They play one Clara to get it back. They have to their one of Clara, and they're basically in their 4-card hand. So Boss is definitely good. Heads. That's not really what we wanted to see, but that's okay. Like, I don't really want to commit a ton of energies onto a Wyrdeer and then just get it punched for the knockout. Wait, isn't this kind of good? Like, can I one-shot this guy? If I can hit 320 one shot with Wyrdeer, they're kind of like checkmated. Okay, so this is 60, 140, or yeah, 140 on this Lugia. Then yeah, we have this knockout. We have this knockout. I think. I hope. I'm committing to it, regardless. Here we go. Maybe, but committing all the doubles was maybe not the right play. Let's see here. Gift Energy. Okay, so let's do some math here. 60, 140, 200, 260. So then 2 more is knockout, right? Just want to make sure. 140. Yes, this is enough. Don't want to mess this up at all. Chuck the therapeutic on the active. Take this knockout. Okay. Take all these energies. I hope this is enough. If I miscalculated here, this will be a huge L. Yeah, we have enough. Boom, knockout. Okay. My head hurts, but it's okay. We got there. Because now they're in a very difficult spot. Like, they probably go Yoga Loop, KO Archeops, and then they go Iono plus take knockout with Urshifu. We have the gift pop to refill our hands, and then they have like no way to clear out a Lugia efficiently. So there is the Yoga Loop. We knew that was coming. Yo, I literally lost game in League yesterday because my opponent had Oricorio on their Mew, and I was seeing 320 with Wyrdeer. It was so depressing. Okay, Miraidon came. Yeah, Miraidon's pretty big right now, and it's a pretty solid best of one deck. For the shenanigans and chill time. Wait. Okay, if they can't evolve this next turn, oh, they're gonna be going for a rapid flip, like take 3 prizes. That's what they're trying to do here. But wait, rapid flow cannot knock this guy out because of the V-Guard. So you can't do that unless you have Alakazam. You have to have Alakazam to then double gun and then move. Maybe that's what they're going for. That'd be kind of crazy though if they can. Maybe I got a little overzealous there and we're gonna get punished and we're not gonna have enough to close out this game. Maybe it was a bit greedy. Let's see if they can put the pieces together. Iono again. They need Inteleon VMAX, Water Energy, Urshifu VMAX. They can guarantee to find one with the Octillery. They can't. I pretty much just have to build up a Lugia faster than they can kill it. Do they play Echoing? That's a good call, Robin. They do play Echoing. Ultra Ball out the water. Find the Urshifu. So you need to probably have an Inteleon in hands and water. So they look like they have it. Tower? Huh, wait, what? Are these last 2 cards Inteleon water? Okay, we win, right? Oh, we didn't hit an energy off the Wyrdeer. Absolutely tragic. Are they going for a Yellow Horn to, or not Yellow Horn, but Echoing Horn to win next turn? Okay, let's make sure we play this right. We'll grab. No, we do not want to discard Drapion. Drapion is such an easy way for them to close out this game. All right. What I'm scared of is if I Primal Turbo before this research, I'm gonna whiff an energy, and it's only the backfiring if I draw double. This is such a sketchy situation. I'm gonna research first. This could be bad if we rip all right. Come on. Of course. Oh no, never mind. Busted deck. Sorry. I'm such an idiot. I'm an idiot. It's okay. We're good. I may be an idiot, but it's okay. All right, not Wyrdeer. Okay, they could. Do they play boss? No. Okay, they can't win. There's literally no way that they take 3 prizes in a single turn. With this current board state, with only 1 Inteleon. Oh my goodness. Crazy game here. I'm dumb. For some reason I drew into all my energies and I was like, what the heck? Why is my discard pile lit up? Why does it have the blue arrow on it? I literally have, I don't have anything in the discard pile. High quality gameplay here, guys. I definitely know what I'm doing. That's gonna get him Lumineon, but there goes Cheryl. Lumin. Is this gonna be another Iono, maybe? To try to get rid of boss from my hands. Another Iono. That's not getting them a ton of cards to work with, though. Only 3 for them. Losing Serena is tragic. Drapion Jet. Thanks, Drapion. I really, really wanted you right now. Also, is the... yeah. So, like, how does Colorless do against this? It's probably... Or not Colorless, but how does Single Strike do? Just because we've been kind of having that argument, like, all the time. I think it's still okay. Probably still fine, because you just Lugia is such a threat for them. Attach some limb damage from this card file. Alright, that seems pretty good. Oh no, it's gone. I broke it. It's gone. Alright, they're gonna Inteleon. Hit me for 110. Double Gunner. If I move the counters to the active... Oh, it's back. Okay. I got you, okay. Max Spiral for 110. They did not Alakazam, though. Ah, okay. Okay. Boss at the top, please. Ultra Ball. Collapsed. Collapse just gets him to discard Lumineon. We don't really want them to do that. Let's pull some energies out of the deck. Let's do that. Get a few. We have loads of good top decks. All right. Sure. You know what's kind of funny? We should like retreat and like, collapse. What does this do? They've been Lumineon. We hold that as like an, because now I can like retreat Jet and hit 220 if I need to kill this Metachamp. I still have enough to pivot if they try to trap. But if I try to stick Metachamp in my face next turn to buy another turn, like if they go like Smash Uppercut next turn, if I put on the Archeops, I have to find boss to win. This matchup is kind of crazy. Irida. I can get the Mako Wing. What else? Wait. But like Echoing doesn't do energy retrieval though. Okay. They can't kill this Lugia this turn, can they? Gale Thrust is doing 90 because of resistance and V-Guard. Yeah, there's definitely... These matchups are kind of grindy. Not... Without the Luxray, this matchup, like... I guess you are pretty much always taking the lead anyway, so Luxray isn't even really that good. Yo, you're right, Alex. Drapion does attack and can do damage. That's kind of funny. Yeah, you kind of forget that like it's also Rapid Strike because it's really only Fusion Strike that we see people using it on. Yeah, so see, we did it. Hopefully. Yeah, that's a pretty solid call, Alex. They just like Smash Uppercut. Yep. We got him though. Yep. Alright, cool. Cool. Yeah, and that's all at the top. So if we put on the Archeops, we lose this game. All right, there we go. GG. All right, 4-1. We need one more to make top cut. One more win. I think we're definitely pretty favored into Urshifu though. Not having like I guess like having T-Char just like blow everything up. Yeah, 5-1-1 should cut. So we just gotta win next round. We gotta win next round. Close games though. All right, 4-1. All right, 9 minutes until the next round. I'm gonna grab a quick bite to eat because it's like wait, I didn't eat anything before we went on stream. It's like way past lunchtime now. I'm gonna grab a quick bite to eat and I'll be back for the next round so we can close out this tournament. Get to tough cut. All right, we're back. Got a little food. I didn't want to like wait too long and kill my stream, but oh man. Okay, yeah, Lugia's been insane. I don't know if it's as good as 50 and 10, but Lugia is cracked. Oh, hey, yeah, good job. That is Should be guaranteed in top cut. Alright. 5-0 with good old single strike Lugia. Let's see what we have going on here. How do you like the, like, I know Cavalian's like a direct tech card at exactly one matchup, but I don't think you haven't hit any Zards. Okay, we gotta, let's get back over here, because yeah, this is you, right? 5-0 Lugia. Triple Mesagoza. Triple Mesagoza. Yeah, I like Squawk. I mean, there's not really too much I have against this list. I think it's fine. Have you missed having something like Yveltal as another attacking option? Yeah, that's pretty much the Lugia issue. Like, I think you probably could like turn Cavalian into third Nest, third Iono. I hate Mesagozas because like it's only a good it's a good card 50% of the time. And I want cards that are gonna be good 100% of the time. Like, yeah, it is a stadium bump, but yeah. I mean, I'm saying this as someone who's playing Lost Vacuum though, so like take it with it. Well, there is a Zard at. Oh, it's Sable. No, it's Lost Zard. Where's Fancy Duck at now? Dunsparce is an interesting call. Is it? Do you need it though? Like with like T-Tar and Stones, I feel like you should be fine in that matchup, right? Or like they just too aggressive. Like if they take 2 prizes on the first turn, I don't think it matters whether you've Dunce or not. Yeah, I know Miraidon's everywhere. Miraidon's literally everywhere. How is its record? I guess this is one of the lowest. Sheesh, we're both 3-1. Dang. Wait, are we both 4-1 then? Let's go. Bust the deck. Colton's Lugia doing big things. Oh, hope we don't face each other next round. That'd be funny for the 60 card colorless Lugia mirror. This like straight Tina deck is like what 3-1? This is crazy. Yeah. Oh man. Like, what has the Miraidon been hitting? Like, I'm sure the meta is shifting over to be a bit more hostile to Miraidon. Also, like, people are gonna start getting on it, and people are. Let's see. It's not doing very well into Urshifu. No one's really too surprised. You should be doing better into Chin-Pao than this. Probably should be better into Charizard than this. Okay, I think that this. How are you 5-2 into Mew, but then like 1-3 into Chin-Pao? How? There's some lucky path drops, I think. Well, yeah, you should be beating Arceus. You should be losing to Urshifu. Lost Tina's probably pretty even. Yeah, that's crazy. How and like what's Tina's spread been looking like? Oops, yeah. So, Miraidon, Charizard. Like, it's been getting beat by Mew, which I suppose is not surprising because, people are not playing Tomb or Drapion right now. Sablezard's probably a pretty tough matchup. Guardy is not the easiest matchup. You're kind of like Path and Prey. And, yeah. Colorless Lugia is out here bodying it, so. Yeah, this is like, I guess not too surprising. I want to go like a very interesting thing. Streaming 12 p.m. All right. The interesting thing for Pittsburgh is like Mew is so good against everything aside from Charizard. And if people are just gonna play Charizard because it's the new thing, that's what everyone's excited about. Because like aside from Charizard, against this metagame, Mew is cleaning up. Like Mew is doing very well against most of these decks. Like there's really, like, because like people are not playing Drapion or Tomb right now. So we might be in another Mew meta. But it just depends on like how. I agree. Because there's like not too much tomb, and people like Charizard is not that good of a deck. And like even if I think like Path and Box, like you at least have a chance into DT Mew. Like it may not be a good chance, but I think you have a chance. There are quite a few 4-on-1s. This will be pretty interesting. So at 5, there's 3 5-0s. Guardy, SS, Lugia, and a Mew. Anything crazy in this Mew? Also, Deoxys. Double Talon Store for the... What is Vitality Band getting you? I don't... What am I missing with Vitality Bands? Like, Deoxys hits 170, I guess. Alright, no problem. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we're against. Third Guardy on the day. I can definitely deal with this matchup, though. It's not a Tord Guardy. Yeah. Here we go. Alright, we're against Guardy. This part, it's got like that one magical year and then like 3 years of doing nothing, and then yeah. But like, was there a tech for the San Antonio Spurs? There's not like a Drapion or a team that like autos the Spurs though. Alright, Guardy only hitting 1 T today, but hitting our 3rd Guardy. I feel like we could realistically be 2-0 into Guardy today if luck was optimal. I guess that second round, my opponent did set up sort of slowly, but like if we sit behind Lax early, they really cannot do a like you can't deal with it efficiently. Like they either go into Guardy EX and knock it out, and that's a two price trade with Drapion. They go with Chilling Rain Guardies, but then they're using their draw engine and their best attacker in the early game, when that makes our Iono stronger in the late game. Snorlax is just a busted card right now. All right, let's see. Can we clinch our spot in top cut at 5-1? Let me check out my points list here. All right, yeah, this is just Tord Guardy. Like, there's really not. I don't think it's anything different than what Tord. That what Tord got second at Worlds with. Okay, so going second is not great. But still, Guardy's not usually doing anything for the first. Alright, good job. You should be, yeah, you're guaranteed in top cut now. You can scoop your next round and still be in top cut if you wanted to. I've got to Iono this hand. Like I honestly, Burnet is risky with just one. But the Spurs did beat the Heat though. What, 2013, 2014, like the year before, like LeBron's last year in Miami. Didn't the Spurs like Kawhi Finals MVP? Or am I cringe? Yeah. Oh, okay. Chris Bosh's injury was that early? I did not remember that. That was like a bit before I started watching basketball though. Yeah. Dwayne Wade had a very short prime, but like he was amazing for those years. He didn't have quite the longevity as other players, but man, prime D Wade was special. All right, the Wonder Alts. All right, I'm so nervous here. Okay, I can just like Burnet, discard both Arch and hold this hand. Like, what are the odds that my opponent is taking knockout next turn? I'd say next to 0, right? There's like, if my opponent pops off and takes the knockout, like, good for them, I guess. I guess if I just like put DT on Lax, I'm like sort of covering my bases. Even if they like somehow just totally high roll, get that turn Tuesation knockout, I can at least respond back with Lax. So we'll just take this route. Yeah, if D Wade would have able to have some sort of like pretty much after he exited his prime, he really was like not even like not even necessarily that great of a role player. Like if he would have been able to like go from like number 1 to like number 3, I feel like he'd be top 5 all time. All right, we get Iono'd. That's fine. We were just gonna play Iono anyway. Like he literally carried a garbage team to the NBA to a championship. Yeah. Like that was like Shaq. Like people say, oh, he had Shaq, but Shaq was a shell of himself in Miami. It was not like prime Shaq. Okay, so all right. So there is Curlia. Their Mirage deck makes a lot of sense considering how weak they were early in the game. I can't really drop this Collapsed either because then they discard the Lumineon. Let's see how many they get off this Mirage step. I'm kind of relying on this Aroma to hit now. So okay, we can still Collapse actually. All right, please art, or please not. I guess if this hits Tails, we just grab Lumineon and we're okay. All right, cool. So, all right, so follow this, and we'll double Summoning Star. I just want to swing with Lax this turn. I think people kind of underestimate like Chris Bosh. He could have stayed in Toronto. He would have like a much greater statistical career, but he never would have won the title. I'm gonna have to read that. I feel like that's a hot take, Leonardo. I'm gonna give you a second after I finish this turn. Yeah. Oof, that's a pretty hot take. I think we'll do this actually. Okay, yeah, definitely Magic and Kareem. There's some other amazing duos all the time. Oops. Okay, let's do this. Probably an even old like the Celtics from the 60s. Just pick your 2 favorite Hall of Famers from that team. Sam Jones, Bill Russell, Havlicek, Bill Russell, whoever you want, or Oscar Robertson and Kareem. You get like young Kareem. What are some other good ones? Those Lakers with Jerry West and Elgin Baylor. Or Elgin Baylor, Wilt and West. They didn't play too long together, but those were like special team. I think of other duos that you could like at least say could get close. Yeah, Bird McHale is not bad, but I don't think like Bird is probably a worse. Yeah, Isaiah and Dumars, that's a nice one. This is a very, I mean, oh, Stockton and Malone. That's a classic. Yeah, that was Brooklyn gave up the farm to get him. That was all-time amazing trade. I'm trying to think of like some other like the 70s. Really not. I can try to think of like duos from the 70s that are like. Yeah. I don't know about that because like Shaq at that point, yeah, he's a solid number 2, but he's not like Kobe, like he was with Kobe. Yeah, I'm trying to think of that too. And we can go over to the ABA. There's some amazing duos from the ABA era that never even got a chance. Oh, Draxler and Hakeem in Houston. or the 70s Knicks with I know Willis Reed got hurt that series, but you still have Walt Frazier, Willis Reed, David DeBusschere, Dick Barnett. Like, you got Jerry Lucas, Cassie Russell. You got several Hall of Famers on that team. Yeah, I agree. Shaq in his prime is probably one of those unguardable players in history, but like D Wade and Shaq is not prime Shaq anymore. It is still very good Shaq, but like not like unstoppable Shaq anymore. So, yeah. It's a very interesting question. My Lugia about to get knocked out? 3 energies down. That's 6. No, not. They need 2 more. Are you just gonna take the knockout with Guardy? Use up a reversal? That's kind of interesting. Okay. There is... So... They are gonna load this thing up fully. I wonder why. That is 6 energies, 240. Wow. Yeah, that's very true, XYZ. Okay, what do we do here? Okay, we just Snorlax again. We just Snorlax again, for sure. Or no. Yeah, we Lax again. We definitely Snorlax again. So it's Ultra Ball. Get rid of those 2. Grab Snorlax. And then, yeah. But like, Yao, I guess you're right. Yeah, but like the Rockets weren't... The Yao Ming Rockets weren't that good, were they? Like, I'm not really... Like, 2000s is probably like my weakest in terms of one individual era. Well... Okay, let's just play Iono. I gotta focus here, also thinking about this intriguing question that got thrown out here. I'm gonna hold the Aroma because, like, actually, well, if it grabs a basic, this is probably always getting me... I'm getting Radiant Charizard with this. Well, like, Drapion could be good, but Radzard is still pretty solid too. In terms of like a single prize I can throw at them next turn. Yep, that's where we're at, Robin. That's where we're at. Are you... yeah. XYZ, there's a couple of streams ago where XYZ and I were just like talking about basketball the whole time, and I don't think anyone else in chat really cared, but it was pretty good conversation. Yeah. Yeah, but Tracy McGrady has amazing stats, but like he never won. How about the early 2000s Pistons if they would have taken Carmelo instead of what was it, Darko, or whoever they took at number 2? How different would Carmelo's legacy be? Okay. Like, are they just gonna like Rod? And I guess they don't need a Rod, but like they're missing such a huge chunk of their draw engine now. It's interesting how that is. Like, you wonder if that's like psychological, or not psychological, but like mental. Like what? Because like, yeah, I can like sort of relate to that, but like playing big games of like Pokemon cards, but like how does that compare to like someone playing game of basketball though? Like, oh yeah, like the biggest thing against Carmelo's legacy, like he has amazing stats, but those stats are kind of empty without a title or multiple titles. And it's kind of would be very interesting. Like if he won like 2 championships early in his career in Detroit, That'd make for an interesting legacy for sure. But like, also, would he end up in New York then? He had some amazing stats in New York, but like, he never won one. That's kind of like Carmelo's career though, in a nutshell. Like, he's amazing stats, but like, was he? Why didn't he win? Was he not a great team player? Was he? Like, he was a volume scorer, but like, he never had great teammates. And like, he has okay teammates, but like, New York was pretty incompetent for a while. Oh yeah, you know, his Pistons he's already were really good, and they'd have one of the greatest scorers in history on their added to their team. I think it's yeah. Like how does Carmelo compare to guys he like also like I don't think you can put him above Malone. Like Malone also scored a ton of points, but like at least his teams got to the finals. All right, I got you. I got you. So Charizard just needs. Huh. Okay. Iverson. I understand why people like Iverson. I feel like he's one of the most overrated players in NBA history because he's like a total empty stat guy. Okay, do I just boss KO Lumineon? Or boss KO Lumineon's kind of interesting. I need okay. Cause like then I just need. But like I can just take this knockout and Iono them. This is a very weird position. So if I take this knockout, they're down one reverse. There's not that many energies down, and it's still a very thick deck. So I don't know. I'm kind of not really paying too close attention because of our conversations here. But we'll just do it this way. Energies are low key, getting kind of low though. Alright, we need 3 2-type of Charizard this turn. That is exactly 4 left. Closing this game is gonna get scuffed. No! I'm a moron! What am I doing? I forgot. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Oh no. Alright, now what do we do? Oh. I swear I'm good at this game. I don't think I'm not. I can't win now, right? Alright. I'm a good player. I promise you guys. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot the Luminous shut it off. I was too busy paying attention to chat there. Alright. How do we close this game now? I don't think we can. We have 3 energies left. Dang it. Alright. Well, I threw that one. I'm sorry, guys. Like, if they can... Like, the good news is they don't... Like, if they just found reversal and can take this one shot, like, we can speed wing for a knockout, but then how do we find our last prize? This is gonna be pretty interesting. It might be like a gust trap kind of thing. They have a research. They're gonna get to see a ton of cards this turn. There's 1 rod, 1 pad. Concealed cards. So 10 psychics, 2 rods. If they have to spend a rod this turn, maybe we can close this one. If they have to spend a rod. There's level ball fail. They still have trade and Arcana. They gotta find the other reversal though. Because they have 6, which they can put... I guess they just need 1 more Psychic, huh? I'm so good at this game, guys. I'm so good at this game. 7? Wait, no, 7's not quite enough, is it? They need a reversal. Are we fine? Are we okay? Yeah, I was too busy thinking about the questions there in chat, or like the debate in chat, that I wasn't really like thinking about the board state. But if they just have 7 energies, they can't quite take this knockout. Unless they have another way to discard an energy. Have they used Shining Arcana yet? I don't think they have, did they? Yeah, why'd they do that first? They missed energy though. Okay, they should have done that first to try to find the reversal. If this Lugia can take a knockout, we're okay. It can take 1 prize, we can Speed Wing. Oh man. I Speed Wing this guy, hold the Lugia on the bench. We Speed Wing for this prize. And then Brainwave. Okay. We lived. Clutch. How many boss have they played? 0. Absolutely tragic. Okay. I'm gonna Speed Wing for the knockout here. Use my last energies up. We have a couple bosses left in Zach. I don't really want to play Iono, but like they have pretty much access to the correct streamer luck. Yeah, pretty much. All right, let's just thin out the deck. Yeah, I don't really want to try. I don't only get. Oh yeah, I just lose to. I have 1 prize though, right? I have no. I don't mean any other surprised. I lose to boss now. Actually, they always deck out before me. Yeah, you got. I literally played this game horribly. I wasted too many energies. Well, if they can pull it off, then I guess they got it. But are both Guardians down? And no, they still don't have a Guardian there. No, they don't have a PAL pad. Wasting those 3 energy on the Zard was so stupid. I can't believe I forgot Luminous didn't work with energy on it. There's Rod. Like, they always deck out before me, which is good. They don't have that many. Like, they can't. They only can draw 4 cards tops here. And also, they could just, like. I mean, if they're smart, they just like count. Like, oh yeah, this guy's out of energies. I play 14 and I'm down 8, have 6 in play. Find out the candy. Also, they just evolve this Guardy and boss KO Lugia. Absolutely tragic. Boss? Yep. Now what do we do? Absolutely bodied. Absolutely bodied. I'm sorry, guys. I threw this one. That's my bad. Because they can just boss next turn and KO the Lumineon. They have a reversal left for the retreat. Like, I can not commit the energies to the Archeops and just take the knockout with Lugia, but then if they just evolve this Curlia, I straight up lose. I have no way of closing out the game. But they have way too many energies left. Like, they play 12. They have 3 energies left. I mean, I guess you're right. Let's just see what happens. See what happens here. I have like no way to pivot this Zard. I have 1 boss left. Dang it. If I just didn't waste those 3 energies, I win. Well, yeah, I could take the KO with Lugia, but if they evolve this... If they evolve the Curlia, I can't do anything. Yep, they have game. Alright. I threw, guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I don't know why I forgot about Luminous. I was like, oh yeah, we take the knockout here. We have enough energies. Well, if I would manage my energies, yeah, but that's a lot of cards when they can just Iono me and then take the knockout on Lugia. I had to find what 3 cards off of an Iono. Oh, wait, what? Wait, I can win now. I need top deck boss. Wait, what? What? Boss on the top, please. No. Oh, come on. They're like through basically. If I would have held the boss, I win. What? I literally won if they didn't. What is this game? Like, I can tank a hit with. Wait, no. Right? No. It doesn't matter. I can like tank a hit with Wyrdeer, but like it doesn't really matter. Sure, let's just. What is even happening? I know I can't retreat. You're right, but like, 7, 8. They still have 2. I know. Whatever. We can here. We still. I don't know what the path is here. I threw the 3 energies away. They have to like drop an energy or something. They literally have to like conceal cards, refinements, all their energies away. Yeah. Dang it. They literally played that horribly. If they just like wait until they find boss, they win. If they were literally just patient. That was funny. I actually had a few outs to boss in deck. But if I just save the 3 energies with the Charizard, we win this game. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so mad now. What if we just pass with Zard in the active spot? Like, that's really bad too, right? I guess, like, after messing that up, we, like, should have... I think I still did it right by attacking with Archeops. If we still have the Lecture reversal that game, we win because we have 1 extra energy. Oh well. Dang it. Dang it. Next round's up too. I'm literally. Is there any chance I make top cut? No. Literally, if all of them played out. Nah, it's good. It's good. You're right, 1 salty stick. You're right. But it went a lot to ask for because they're probably gonna play an Iono on me. And I know it's a 1. I'm never drawing those cards. I'm never gonna hit Lumineon, or I'm never hitting boss Wyrdeer off of. I have 3 energy left. I have to physically draw the jet energy. Actually, I should just play Research instead of Iono. I don't know. I scuffed that word for sure. Oh well, we'll just finish this last round, and then that'll be it for today. Dang. It's okay, guys. It's my fault. I should have remembered that. I don't know why I forgot that Luminous didn't work on. I don't know why I just did that. I am a noob. The only way Lugia can be stopped is me. There we go. Literally the only way Lugia gets stopped. I think I played it right. I mean, I definitely messed up by promoting Charizard, but I think the attack with Archeops is correct. Because I'm never finding the cards to win the game off an Iono to 1 if I save for Wyrdeer. Well, Dang. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. You hit there. At least the people. I mean, Guardy's a fine match. Like I literally, pretty much, only thing that can stop Lugia. But we lost to two Guardies, and the first one was just horrible luck off an Iono. Yeah, you're right, James. And then that next one was totally preventable. This hand sucks. I can't research all this. It's my first time ever playing the Zard Luminous package, and that's the first time I ever actually was gonna use Zard, so I like forgot that Luminous had to be the only special energy for a second. Okay. I like this game. Watch this just get donked. Like, they literally have everything. Like, if they play Vacuum and can donk us, they do. They literally have. They go 3 flower selectings, a Chorus, a Vacuum, and Shred for the game. I want to see it. That'd be so funny. Oh, wow. Absolutely loaded Chorus. Dang. It's okay. Like, if the stream not going as late, I actually can get productive stuff done today. I mean, like, actually real world productive stuff done. So it's not. Good job, John. It's okay. It really is. It is alright. Hopefully someone got enjoyment out of that. Someone laughed or something. Oh man. Dang it. I can't believe I did that. I really don't usually make silly mistakes like that. Oh my goodness. In their path. Oh, they're actually like really close to taking the game there. I would have laughed so hard if they would have donked me. Alright, well we just chuck Gift on there and research. Lugia is a good top deck. But I can't like bench anything else, so it's okay. We'll just Snorlax for the knockouts. I've seen a couple people messing around with that Charizard Mew. I mean, then I just get knocked out, but that's okay. I just keep swinging with Snorlax. I don't really care. I'm not dropping Collapse just to Lumineon. I'm not playing Ultra Ball just to find a basic. And yeah, if they knock me out, I just swing with Snorlax again. Like, I have attack. It's not like I'm just, like, doing nothing. They play Clara? Wow. If they KO my Lugia, then whatever. They play 2 ropes. They literally play 2 ropes, 2 jets. How is Clara... Wait, double Recycler and no Super Rod. What are these Tina lists? I don't understand, people. Like, are you just okay accepting the fact that you're not going to set up like 40% of the time? Like, yeah, you'll win when you set up the other part of the time, but you have apps. Okay, here we go. Here we go. No, okay. They don't have gate. Literally just a gate away from attacking this turn. Yeah, single strike couldn't do anything in this spot. So they just spit. I collapsed Lumineon. They're gonna vac off the cleansing gloves, I guess. They have Clara. Wait, what? What? Why didn't they do this first? Like, maybe they hit gate and it can attack. What are these Tina players? I don't understand these people. What are you doing? Sequencing is hard, but like, dang. Yeah, something like that. I don't understand this. Deck's too broken, right? Okay. Boss is a nice top deck. If I can just hit this guy for a turn. Tails. Okay. Tails, tails, tails. Okay. How do we play this hand now? Yeah, that's true. Alright, I'm just gonna research this turn then, I think. I'm down 0. Wait, I'm down 1 arch. Yeah, okay. This is okay. Sorry for not talking. I was like kind of still tilted from last round. All right. I'm very tilted. I don't know. I want to discard the DT. Nah, we got V-STAR. Okay. I'll use 1 Primal Turbo before, and then we'll save the other one for after, because I want to thin out some cards so we have best odds of finding Jet Energy. I prefer to talk with Snorlax this turn, but if I have to, I'll Tempest Dive. We always can just find the other energies off the other Archeops. No Jets. Okay. We'll slam the double turbo, hold the rest of the stuff. I'll bump the collapse so we might be able to bump our Lumineon next turn. What's very awkward for my opponent is like they don't really want to use Star Requiem on this guy. I think it's still correct to really Star Requiem. Cause like I'm not gonna probably bench another Lugia this game. But I guess he doesn't know how to play this matchup. This matchup is very... He's not even at Requiem yet. My goodness. These Tina-less hit chorus though. Pretty good card. Just getting energies early with this deck just feels so bad. Like these Wyrdeer matchups. Like, this isn't necessarily like a matchup where like, Wyrdeer is broken. But it's pretty solid, and like I think I'm gonna be down like 6 energies. I guess I still have 8 left, which can give me a 1-shot. Not great. Conceal cards. They're gonna play a recycler after this. There's another Tina hitting the board. Could be the play. We'll see what they do. I'm assuming that this Lugia gets knocked out though. I'm pretty much assuming that this guy's getting knocked out. They only have like 1 grass left. No. If they were playing Snorlax, it would, but it doesn't in this particular... They're like Shaven. Shaman's not that great of an attacker in this matchup, but it's kind of... I can't even bench Charizard. Alright, flower selecting... Losing a gate is definitely a big deal. This is going to be a... I think it's always correct for them to Star Requiem. Like, I know that, like, Star Requiem to finish this guy off feels gross. But, like, Lost Impact... Like, you're not going to be able to Requiem this Snorlax. I guess it might be like on, like, Boss Requiem Lumineon? Yeah, wait, they lost Impact. Okay. They still have their boss. They play 1 boss. Okay. Gift into a therapeutic. I don't really want to research this hand now. What's their switching situation? Because they played 2 carts, 2 ropes, and 2 physical switches. So they have 1 of each down there. They have 1 rope. I can't check the loss, so I have to promote something. Fine, be that way. Alright, they still have double cart or double physical switch left. That's the plan. Alright, we get a Capturing Aroma. We grab Squawk, or not Squawk, we grab Snorlax. Ugh, the issue is like there's like not really another Pokemon in the deck I want to bench. Like Radiant Charizard is just difficult to pivot but I think it's probably what's correct. I don't want to put another 2-prizer down, especially when they have Requiem. They play one boss, like, whatever. I still have plenty of Jets in deck, right? Yeah, 3 Jets. Zard's never getting trapped. Okay. This makes their prize map pretty difficult. I gotta be careful with the energies. I don't want to commit Jets. Like, I really would love to save those for the bitter end here. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this because I might want to Serena next turn to finish up this knockout. So Thumping Snore. Like, now what do they do? Are you gonna spend the extra energy to Lost Impact this turn? Are you gonna boss an Archeops and Requiem it? Are you gonna shred? Like, this is where if I have the Luminous, this is so good. Oh, we don't. So there's another Tina V-Star. They're down double. They have 1 gate there and 1 in the Lost Zone. They play 4 gates, of course. They play 4 Grass, 4 Psychic, 3 Water. They're down so many energies. They're gonna need one of the recyclers here very soon. I guess they have a 4-card deck, so if they don't have access to a recycler, that'd be kind of wild. Closing this game is gonna be very awkward though with just 1 boss. What's the plan, I guess? Gate. So they're gonna attack with Tina. They have 1 gate left. We have 4 total energies left, right? So Wyrdeer and 1 shot at Tina with 7 energies on it. They're setting up this Tina. Are they gonna, like, I wonder if they're gonna, like, Lost Impact the active. They're gonna boss an Archeops and Requiem it. Like, what their game plan is for this turn. This is very interesting. There's all the gates. Do we need to worry? Okay, they play Sableye, right? They play 2 Sableye. We just don't know where they're at. We haven't seen a single one yet. There's 2 Psychics. They have 1 in here, right? No, they don't have a Psychic in here. Okay. Alright. Okay. That seems pretty... Are they gonna go for, like, the Ninja into Sableye play, I guess? That seems kind of... I'm confused here, guys. They're gonna Lost Impact both energies off of this guy then, or maybe 1 off both. Wow, this is gonna get pretty interesting. Playing this game is gonna be hard. There is the Lost Impact. Like, they're bench locked though, and they don't have any way to remove this collapse. Like, as long as I can always hit this Tina again. Okay, grass off the bench guy. Because, like, Archeops is an okay attacker, though, if I hit this guy for 180 once. So maybe that's the plan. Hit for 180, then close the game with double Archeops. Let's make sure we thin things out. Because I think they have a Roxanne left. So Capturing Aroma. Let's just go ahead and grab Lugia. I think that's going to be useless. I don't have enough energy to close out with Wyrdeer. Let's grab this guy, I guess. So, like, I think what I'm gonna do here, punch for 180. I'm just gonna punch for 180 here. Then I'm going to Speedwing this guy, then Speedwing this guy. This is what we're gonna do. Because they can't take 2 prizes in 1 turn. Like, even if they go for this Sableye Radiant Greninja thing. Really? Wow. Like, did Aroma not cooperate or something? Or what happened? I think as long as like a Roxanne or Iono doesn't totally... They play 2 Ionos, and Iono isn't even that good right now for them. Like, they can't, they're bench locked. They are down all their gates. But they sort of have to be careful with using too many more Lost Impacts. Like, those energies are not coming back. They only have 1. There's not an Iono. As long as we can find a physical. I can't attack with anything other than a Tina. So like we don't even need boss yet this turn. Lost impact. So probably just gonna put both energies off the active. But like wow, they're gonna just have the one grass left right there, or have the. Okay, yeah, I guess Greninja, but that means the Sableye Ninja play is not an option anymore. Cause like that's one thing that could really be bad. Like if they went for Greninja, because then we can't one-shot it. All right, so let's Primal Turbo. Wait, do we not have enough energies left? Did I mess this up again? Huh. Well, look what I did. Look what I did. Way to go. Way to go. Alright, chat, what do we do? I really, we have no 200 attackers. I think deck out's gonna be our win condition, honestly. Like, how, I guess they Requiem. Yeah, man, I've really managed my energy very poorly this stream. Man, they have enough gas to win this game. Let's just at least make them think that we might have it. But like, I don't have. It's 10. Yeah, we played 15 energies. So yeah. I mess this up. Yeah, for sure. I really played this incredibly poorly these last 2 games. I just need to keep better track of it. Like, having to research 3 energies turn 1 just sucks so bad. Like, now they Requiem. They just have to find the recycler, take the last prize. Like, I can't do anything. I didn't prize any energies. Wait, what? Please, Sableye, please, do not Requiem. Please, please. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, cool. I don't care. Thank you, opponent. You literally threw. If you attack with Requiem, I lose. Alright, cool. Well, the thing with Strike Build, it's you discard your urns early instead of actually discarding physical energies. It's, yeah, you have more ways to put them back in. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, when they can just take all my energies out of play and win. Yeah, never in doubt, chat. Just never in doubt. Just how I planned it. Wait. No. What happened to my Lumineon? I'm literally garbage at this game, by the way. In case you didn't realize. Okay. Yeah, other Lumineons. I was like, what happened? We have shit of a Lumineon in here. Absolute stupidity. Okay, now what do we do, chat? Now what do we do? Hope the recycler's their last prize? Alright, it seems legit. I'm so garbage at Pokemon cards. Like, it's actually hilarious. Come on, Lumineon. Ah, dang. They're just gonna Requiem. If they Requiem, I literally lose. Like, maybe they don't realize that, but like, if they literally Requiem, I lose. They have plenty in the Lost Zone. 19. They even have a pivot left at this point. There's one rope in there. There's a switch. Alright. I'm so garbage at Pokemon cards. This is funny. We just have to hope the recycler is their last prize. That's literally our only hope. Oh. Yeah. I can't believe I was doing so well. You're doing so well. But what does Iono do? They literally are close to decking out, but like I don't understand. Let's. I have nothing that lives a lost impact, so like it's just down to whether they recycle or not. Like I don't think it really matters what I do at all. Wait, I guess you're right. Maybe they have. Let's. They play 13 energies. There's 6. Yeah, they have no energies left. How does it make it any harder? But if they play Recycler, it does not matter. The Recyclers are only energy recovery. He's probably thinking that I'm slow playing, and I'm not. I'm just gonna pass, whatever. Here, we'll bench Lugia just for the memes. But like it doesn't matter because they'll eventually draw that Recycler. I have no offensive win condition. Yeah. Like I can play Iono. Like I have no way to take my last prize, so it does not matter whether I put it to the bottom of the deck or not. Eventually they'll draw it and they'll win. Yeah, Recycler being last prize are only win condition because I did not do that right. Well, that was that, guys. I'm very sorry about my low tier quality of play. It's okay. It's alright. That's how it goes sometimes. We were on a ridiculous roll. I guess we're bound to have a few missteps along the way, but just honestly with this deck, like when you get those hands that are full of energies and you have to research, like those are the worst. Like, I had to research about 4 energies turn 1. Yeah, it's okay. Like I could have been totally avoided this scenario had I been paying attention to my game instead of chat. It's okay. Yeah, I had fun. I learned some stuff. I had a good time with you guys. So it's not necessarily about how well I do. It's just about hopefully someone got something positive out of this stream. And yeah, so I'll be back. I should be streaming Sunny Games tomorrow evening. I'll be streaming late night on Tuesday. I'll probably make some sort of long form video for today if I have time. So still got plenty to do, and it's, oh yeah, we got plenty to work with here. So I appreciate you guys for showing up, and we learned some stuff. I of course I tech hard from Miraidon and hit 0 Miraidons when it's like the most played deck. That's just yeah. Well, Charizard, I hit 0 Miraidons. Like that's the one matchup it's specifically for, and it's like the most played deck, but like that doesn't matter when you don't face that. So Luxury would have done pretty much exactly the same for me today. Yeah, Luxury would not have changed anything at all. Like, I guess it would have been like a single prize. I think on reversal this card instead of Luminous, so it's okay. I think that this list is pretty solid. With a better player, it could have gone deeper, so appreciate you guys for showing up, and I'll catch you in the next one.